What is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I am Pete, and today this is the sixth episode of the Waiting on Your Best Behavior podcast. And my guest today is Buck. How's it going, Buck? Can you
How
hear?
are you, Pete? How are you, man?
I'm
Yeah,
great. I'm
I just
great.
put myself on mute real quick. The missus is kind of in the background on the computer, so it's all good. You may hear her voice pop in from time to time, but yeah.
I get some of the same.
Yeah.
So, why don't you go through your bio for the people? I had to wake up really early for this interview because Buck is located in Australia.
Yeah, so, yeah, Buck. Well, I buck out too officially, but everybody just calls me Buck. 44, American born, Australian blessed, I guess is the best way of putting it.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, I love this country.
What about it?
Oh, just everything. When I came here in the mid 90s, it was very much like America would have been in the 60s.
Okay.
So a little bit more old fashioned. Not everybody, is carrying on, et cetera, et cetera. It was so cruisy.
Cruisy is an Australianism, I'm guessing.
Cruisy is like, it was just so relaxed, It was, people minded their own business and you could just do what you wanted to do as long as you weren't hurting somebody else. Nobody cared. It's gotten a little bit sort of too liberal, I guess, nowadays for my liking, but it is what it is.
As everywhere else.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. The way the world is changing.
Do you feel like it's leaving old men like us behind?
You're not old yet.
Well, you got 6 years on me, so that's not much of a difference.
Oh, shoot. Are you that old?
I'm
I thought you
37.
were only. What was that?
I'm 37.
Oh, geez, I thought you were younger than that.
Well, thank you.
Uh, well, we've got Tank in here, so we'll
Yes.
see if I can put in at looking for game and see if I can get a couple more people.
Hmm.
Looking for game. MHY
Yes, Buck.
49.
Buck, you're from Vegas originally.
Yeah, yeah, born and raised in Vegas, mate. Born and raised in the city of lost wages.
Hmm. That must have been fun growing up.
Oh, it was an experience, I tell you.
I can only imagine.
Um, yeah, well, I ended up in foster and group homes when I was a kid, so I was quite often shuffled around and was the only white kid in either all black or Hispanic neighborhoods, going to some of the rougher high schools and living in racial tension and gangs and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it was tough.
Are you grateful for the tough times?
Oh mate, the tough times are who makes that's how you become who you are as a person later on in adult life. It's all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I am because I'm happy with who I am now, and I'd probably be a different person if I didn't have those experiences.
Yeah, I had a similar thought, but I don't think maybe everybody realizes to be grateful in the moment when they're suffering. It's
Oh,
probably
it's really hard. It is. It's really hard to be grateful in the moment when you're suffering. But and I can tell you now, at the time during this, I wasn't exactly grateful. It was very much survival tactics. It was much like a game of Risk where it's like one versus all.
but these skills that you've gained, once you know it, and now you can use this forever. You're not a weak
Yeah,
person.
nah.
Yeah.
And my play style kind of resembles that as well.
Yeah, I,
And
I,
that,
I feel naturally intimidated when I'm playing with you, and I wonder why.
you know, it's I don't know. It's just there's no difference between me or any of the other top 100s as far as um, the certain levels of confidence goes. You
Mm.
know, and anybody who is an outright good player has a certain level of proven confidence, and that shows. Some people get a little more cocky or arrogant about it. Others don't. You'll find that I get a little bit cocky when the new guys come in and their first post is along the lines of, "Oh, I'm going to kick everybody's ass. You guys ain't nothing." And it's like, okay, prove it. Let's
I
go.
haven't seen one of those yet. Does it happen a
Oh,
lot?
you haven't?
No.
No, it doesn't happen that often. You would get one once a month or something like that, and I'll always be like the first one to come in and be like, "Okay, game's up. Here's the code. Come play." And they're always chicken out.
Well, see, me too, but I wouldn't expect people to check it out. Like, why wouldn't you want to play with people who are better than you, right? That would be that's why I'm here.
Yeah,
I want you to kick my ass. I want to learn. I want to get better, right?
yeah. Well, that's why I target the top 100 at their grind settings because that's how I evolve and improve because I'm at the level of the game. The only place I'm going to learn is from the people who do those settings over and over. And we're talking hundreds or thousands of games. So the only way I'm going to learn is by the people that do that, because what other new tricks am I going to learn?
I don't know. This is one of the big things I'm very interested to understand. Like why don't you go through the history, your history with Risk? How long have you been playing?
Oh, my history of Richmond, I can't remember. I would have been not long after not long out of nappies, I guess, in most people's terms, when I first picked up the Risk board game.
Hmm.
I was playing Risk before I knew strategy or anything. It was given to me to learn geography, and so I just messed around with it as a kid until I don't know 13 or 14, and life circumstances and stuff, and I ended up starting to play with like people on the board game in real life, and it was good fun. Um, and then I went for probably 20 years without ever finding anybody to play Risk because it's not exactly something that people sit down and do all the time here in Australia. Um, so it was just one of those things, and then I found the app. I don't even know how I found it. It just I just saw the Risk app and went, "Yep, done. I'm going to download that." And of course, I was playing, and as everybody does, playing with my boy and whatnot. And then I got a ban. And then I found my way to Discord to try and get. Oop, we're ready.
All right,
Um,
we got a
yeah,
game.
found that. Oop, your man's is changing colors. It's all good. So yeah, found my way to Discord, got the ban lifted. Um,
Oh,
ended up.
that's how you came to this space from.
That's how I
How did you get banned? Or rather, why did you get banned?
just playing with my boy basically.
Ah, right.
Under collaborate. But back then it was allowed. But yeah, just still, it was the controversial thing, and the rules didn't outlaw it, so I thought it was okay.
Okay.
But yeah, one of the things that I did was I approached Lucy straight up because she was customer support. But then I did a fresh desk. Oh man, I want to restart. This is like the worst positioning ever for me.
Well,
Like
at
I
least you get to put your
literally have.
cap first.
Oh my god, I literally have 0 choke points.
Yo, is there a 2 for 5? What?
A 2 for 5.
A 5 for 2.
What do you mean a 5 for 2?
Continent worth 5. That is 2 territories on this map? That's crazy.
Yeah, there is. It's the lair.
Yeah, where you just put your cap. That's great. This map.
No, that's not my continent. It's just right next to
Right.
that continent.
Right.
But if
Okay.
somebody wants to break that continent, they're going to open my cap.
Right.
That's as close as I can get.
And you pinned in my 4 stack and you're just going to eat it. That's great.
Eventually.
Ugh. Maybe we could be friends, Buck.
Well, once you're dead, I get your card guaranteed.
I see. That's a good way of thinking too.
But yeah, and in my fresh desk complaint, I put in a message with my phone number in it because I knew that SMG was Australian.
Yes.
And then Johan rang me, and that was the start of me and Johan's kind of understanding for each other. And then, of course, over the years, it's just grown. And Lucy and most of them, I did a stint as staff, so friends that are, oh my God, this is insanity.
Of course he did. Of course he put his cap there.
God. This is honestly insanity.
I'm liking it. Nobody's bugging me in the middle. I'll take that giant continent. But then I won't be able to hold it because you have access to a place that I can't reach in the bottom.
Oh my God. Like, honestly, this is like
it's a silly,
so bad.
Yeah, it's a silly looking board. These blizzards, man.
Oh, wow. Am I not going to get a card this round? Oh my God. No, what the hell? I lost 2 again.
So just so my audience will take note, Buck is rolling 3 on 2s, which I always tell people not to do.
Oh, no.
And that is a rough start, man.
I did not get a card. That is a very rough start.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
But I didn't have a choice but to fill troops on that cap because I don't have anywhere to fortify from.
Right. So then now you're last to match instead of first. Not the worst thing in the world.
Oh look, it saves. Hopefully, I don't have to skip a card later. Well, I don't have to. I've already done my card skip. So good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
so you reach.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun, entertaining game.
Good.
For me, anyway. I'm fighting an uphill battle to begin with.
Right.
Yeah, it's just been one of those things with Risk. I was staff for a while and learn the ropes. VC is always my thing. You find me in VC quite a lot because of the banter and the politics and just the fun you can have just by, being here. So that's a bit of a passion for me. And then the rules for VC are right up my alley because I'm very anti-discriminatory on any level. All about mutual respects, et cetera, so it's perfect. You know what? I'm actually set up in the ideal location is if I get rid of white, or outside of his borders, he has to fight with Yamans, which means that capital that Yamans has might actually be weak at some point, so I can take it, and then I can 2. But I think Yamans might be in a situation where he's going to fight with white, and then something will be weak as well.
Yeah, but he's also got that continent. So he's not going to be weak, right? He's going to be getting 5 troops over everybody else a turn.
Yep. But this is...
See, Harmless and Cowboy both get... Oh, Buck.
Oh my God.
Harmless and Cowboy both get an additional 5 troops a turn now because of their continents.
Yep. And I missed another card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. This I'm fighting an uphill battle. I gotta get a card very soon.
What do you think of my turn 1?
Oh, you're in a situation that you're never gonna hold a continent.
Okay.
because I'm going to hit your 4.
Sure.
And then you're stuck.
Okay.
And you'll never get a continent bonus for that continent. But I would have definitely fortified more onto your capital.
Sure.
What's Harmless going to do?
I am new to caps, so I'm still trying to figure it out.
Well, you want to make sure that nobody can get your cap by any means.
Right.
So, you see that Blue now owns a continent bonus over there?
Oh, yeah.
Now, he's in a position where he can come through and hit your cap if he wanted to push it. So, because he's getting troop bonuses and you've only got a small single-digit number on there.
Mm-hmm.
So if I were you, I would have put it on the 3 and then hit the 1 and then fortified to your 10. But just trying to keep those numbers there. All right. Here we go. This is not going to be fun. Thank God I finally got a decent roll. But I am in strife with that cap right next to me.
Yeah, and he's going to out-generate you.
Oh, he's absolutely going to out-generate me. But it is progressive, and if I make it to sort of 40 card trade-ins, that's not so bad. Because then continent bonuses don't matter.
Yes.
Continent bonuses matter a lot right now.
So we need to get Harmless and Cowboy locked in their positions, so they have to fight each other. Yeah. I see that too. The problem I'm having though is I really want that Crypt continent.
Well, I haven't taken you yet.
No, you haven't.
I'm leaving you there for just in case.
Yes.
But you've also got to consider that by the time it matters, it won't matter whether I take it or not anyway. And there's no point me hitting a 4 right now when I can hit smaller numbers and you don't own that continent.
Yeah, I agree.
So, all right. Let's see what I've got here.
I'm just getting another cup of coffee.
Yeah, no dramas, man. Oh, all right. What are we gonna do? We've got Vexel. He got rid of me out of that area too now. All right, now what is the tank gonna do? What are you doing, tank?
So you were saying about how you got linked up to the devs.
Yeah, I've formed a relationship with Johan. Just basically a friendship, which does have some of its perks, and it's easy because I'm in Australia, so time zones and everything work really well, and I'm able to talk to Johan quite easily with no hassles. It makes for a quite an easy communication process. And it helps because he's a good bloke as well. Like, I really like you.
You made friends.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So that's why I'm on Discord, right? I came in recently at the beginning of Q1 for the tournament, and I'd never used Discord before, but the realization I had was that there is a concentration of talent in this space. Right, some of the very best players are here, and you can talk to them and play with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's crazy to
There's
me.
that's one of the most favorable aspects of Discord is just the pure skill and talent among the community.
That's what gets it for me, right? My real aim from doing all this work on YouTube and coming onto Discord, connecting with everyone, talking to you right now, all of this, my goals is as much to have really good games for myself as anything else.
Yeah. Well, look, there's definitely some good games here to be had. This community, in the way that you're doing your podcasts and stuff like that, it's phenomenal. You're setting yourself up to have some of the best players around. Um, you get that experience and everything.
I've always loved the thing I've always loved about Risk is playing the man, right? Like sitting across from a table with another person, reading their expression, figuring out what they're thinking, trying to negotiate a win in that
Yep.
situation. And the app really doesn't give you a lot of that, but then Discord kind of flips it. You get to know people. You get to know the subtle differences in how they play.
Yes, absolutely. Discord allows that 100%, especially with the VC and everything that goes with it. It's such a favorable platform to be able to just be friends, or you will not only just making friends, but playing with friends, sitting around the table with people from all around the world, playing Risk, because that's literally what you do when you're joining a VC.
Mm-hmm.
It's You're sitting around the table. All right, now we're starting to get into some real issues coming here because I am so troop deficient.
Yeah, you're getting surrounded, man.
Yeah, and what really sucks with all of this is that the people that are in here,
Mm-hmm.
they will gladly see me out first, especially Harmless. Harmless will do whatever he can to make sure I'm out of the game first.
Well, we don't want to take you out of a Caps game right away.
Harmless does. Don't you worry about that.
What's the angle?
Don't.
Why is Harmless a dangerous, crazy person?
He's not. It's just me and Harmless have. Ooh, I really like what he's doing. Oh yes, keep doing that. Keep doing that.
Huh.
Keep doing
Yeah, I know.
that.
If Harmless is stuck in his continent, he has to push through Cowboy, or else he's fucked.
Yes. Oh. Oh. Yes. Oh
Uh-oh.
yes.
Now he matches in, though.
Yes. Yes.
That
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Where is my? Oh no, he put a 10 there,
Yeah.
and he's traded in for
Yeah.
6.
Almost had him, though. Almost had him.
Almost had him. Almost had him. I was about to react and applaud that, but yeah, missed it. Damn. Oh, now I am in a real bad situation
Yeah, it's not great.
because I was gonna go and hit Harmless to put him behind there, but now I've got Cowboy sitting there with enough troops to actually do something.
I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with how my game's going so far.
Oh, look, you've got a continent sitting over there that nobody's bothered with, so you're doing quite well.
I gotta keep Vixel sweet, though.
Yeah.
He gets upset at me, then we got problems.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But, so we're at what did I trade in for? 12. We're at 20 now. No, I must have traded in for 15. Let me have a look.
Yeah, we're at 20 now.
Yeah, no, I traded in for 12. So, yeah. But, yeah, we're getting close to the threshold where it won't matter whether I've got a continent or not.
It'll matter if you get card blocked.
That's exactly right. This is going to be fun.
So who wins?
Right now, not me.
Right.
And not harmless.
No.
Oh, what are you doing? Oh my God, he's got so much troops. Oh, he did it. What the hell?
Yep, that was not smart.
Oh, and harmless will likely have cards right now.
Yep.
If harmless doesn't have a card right now, all it is time waiting for Cowboy. Oh my God, that was a power move, man. That was a power move.
Yeah.
Especially this early in the game, that was a power move.
Hey, I just got a well played from Tank.
What did you do then?
Not sure. I took a little bit of my continent, but I'm never going to take it. I'm never going to hold it.
Yeah. Well, you can. Oh. Yeah, you'll never hold it. Not with them needing to card swap over there.
Exactly. That's why I took the exterior continent in the south, so I would have something.
Yeah.
Also, so I still have two positions where everyone else pretty much is stuck with one now.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Does he have a trade-in? No, he doesn't have a trade-in.
Oh, no. Oh, no. He's manual rolling Cowboy's cap. Oh, no.
Oh, no. He's suiciding.
He's dead.
He's suiciding.
No.
Harmless, what are you doing? You're giving him... Oh, my God.
Yup. Harmless dies.
Oh, yeah, but now I'm next.
Oh,
Cowboy's going to go get Harmless's 4 cards.
Yeah.
And 2 continent bonuses.
Oh, no.
And 2 capitals.
Okay.
And all he has to do is one choke point, 1 capital. But you know what? I get something to rub into Harmless because for everything here, me and Harmless have had over 400 games together. This is another that I have over him now. And I am going to have 4 cards with... Yeah, I'm done. He probably won't kill me because he can't kill me unless you hit me on that side.
Well, maybe.
If you do not kill me, he will not kill me because he won't take me for the cards.
Right.
Just yet.
Even though he only really has one direction to go. See, if I were you, I would have taken all of his stuff north of his cap.
No, because that's a waste of troops.
Right, you can't afford it. Oh,
no,
that was unexpected. Now Vixel's starting a war with Tank.
Oh.
Okay. Tank has 5 cards. This game's going to end real quick. This is the fastest Caps game I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's a pressured game, man, on this map because if you let the numbers get too high, it goes on forever and ever. But all you have to do is keep those numbers in check, and it's pretty good.
Looks like that's how that happened.
Yeah.
Well, now what's Tank going to do? He's putting in 30, but he can't take... Maybe he can take Vixel's cap.
I don't know what's going on.
Knowing what I know about Cowboy...
Your 25 is locked in the corner over there, so you can't go in cap either.
Yeah, but I don't actually want to.
Well, a trade-in...
Yeah.
For 40, which you can do...
Mm-hmm.
You can get that 18. Oh, you can definitely get that cap and then fortify your 25 onto it now.
Right. But I kind of... Oh, Cowboy's going to match. Cowboy's going to try and kill Tank.
Oh.
I know Cowboy. Shit. Let's see if he does it.
Oh, shit. What's he doing to me?
He doesn't. Okay.
No, because you've got me locked in a corner over there. That is my saving grace of you having me in that corner right there. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm playing a risky game.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is a little on the risky side, but well fucking played. Well
Thanks,
played.
dude.
Well played.
Thank you.
Well played.
Well, you get
those 50 troops.
You get a match now,
Buck. Well played.
Mm-hmm. Now we're talking, baby. So, do you think there is a correct strategy? You know,
No,
we were talking about
there
this.
is no one strategy.
Okay.
There are hundreds and thousands of strategies in this game, and you've probably heard me discuss it several times about diversity.
Yes.
It does. Every single strategy for every single game mode, all of that diversity creates an opportunity to be used across the board. So what you learn in one game mode is usable in every other game mode everywhere. So whether it's a 1v1, people don't realize, but every single 1v1, every single 6-player game ultimately will turn into a 1v1. Every single one, without fail.
So all of that.
So having those 1v1 strategies helps a lot.
All of the rhetoric around 1v1 not being real risk is just people who don't understand it.
To some degree, and for the lack of a better word, yes. It's definitely a unique play mode that most people don't get, but is it an issue or any of that sort of stuff? No, not even. It's real risk. You need those strategies to be able to further evolve. So here we go. We got Cowboy starting to look at card blocking me.
Mm-hmm.
You see how you've got a 5, he's got a 5. He knows that I only get 5 troops. So in order to card block me, all he needs is 5s.
How do I win?
How do you win?
Yeah.
By beating everybody.
Thank you. I'll try that. See how it comes. I'll try that idea. It's a bold thought.
It's a simple solution, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. It's just purely a matter of a certain amount of luck, a certain amount of timing, all that sort of stuff. So here I am with 4 cards and I don't have a set.
Oh no.
So I can get card blocked and be stuck with 4 cards.
Well, Cowboy doesn't know that, thankfully.
No, and we're in a different VC than he has access to, too, so that's even better. And he's going to assume I do have a set now as well. What's he doing? Oh, beauty, he made it easy on me.
Yeah, to have an exterior position.
Yeah. This is an exciting game.
Yeah, no, I'm having a good time.
Yeah, so, it's just, you cannot play, a lot of people are fake GMs. A lot of people, I don't like the term, but the reality is it is the case.
Please tell me your thoughts on the fake GM thing, because this is
right.
my favorite.
You cannot be a Grandmaster if you only know how to play 1v1, manipulate a noob hunt and noob farm. You're not a Grandmaster. Sorry, if that's all you do and that's all you can play, no. You may have some of the valuable skills of playing 1,000 games against, the same settings and everything against noobs. But, okay, you've played 1,000 World Dom games on USA. All right? Come play a 6-player progressive caps game with me and see how you go. That's my answer to that. They don't have it. Ooh, what's he doing?
He's trying to get himself killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vixel's trying to get himself killed. Because he opened up both routes from both of my caps.
There you go. I'm dead.
GG, bud.
Yeah. I'm going to spectate. I want to watch the rest of this game. I want to watch you win this, because that wasn't the smartest move by Cowboy at the time.
Let's see if I got it, man.
Because now he has to defend himself off cap. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think I win this easy.
Well, depending on what Vexel does.
Vexel can't get a card.
Yeah, he can. He can get one. Oh, maybe not.
Watch this. So unless he's got a match on 3, he can't get a card. And Cowboy's stuck inside of himself, so all Cowboy can punch into me is his match. I eat Vixel on my next turn, get his cards, and win the game.
Maybe not quite so simple, but if you can card block Cowboy, you can out-troop him on, because you'll have 1, 2, 3, you'll have 3 continents and 3 capitals. But he's got, what's he doing? Okay, he's going for, he's breaking you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Intentionally, so you get no bonuses. Oh, there you go. That's the power move I was expecting him to make.
Well, now I just eat Vixel, I think.
No.
No, that's not the move?
Let Vexel have your 97 cap.
Why?
Because he'll come out. He'll give you that bottom cap. He'll come out. Go put that 97 up at up the top and pray that Vexel, like near the 167, and pray that Vexel comes out and grabs that cap.
Sure. I'll listen to you.
Because if Vexel favors that other cap, then you're sweet. Alright, come on, get it. Now fortify your 105 to it.
Nope.
No! What are you doing?
Oh, he did
Yes.
it. He did it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now I know
Smart
Cowboy.
move.
And Cowboy's going
Now
to try and
you're-
make the kill.
Yep.
And it's
So
going to
now
cost him a
what you
lot.
want to do, yep.
Yeah.
But this is extremely risky for Cowboy to do.
Yeah, because he thins himself out too much.
Yeah. But see, I would have put the 97 between you, or between Vexel and Cowboy. Because that would have been another 100 that he would have had to go through in order to wipe out Vexel.
Mm-hmm.
So he's splitting troops to card block you, but you can use your 10 to get troops.
I think I just...
He's gone. No. All right, you've got... He didn't card block you. He went, okay, capital time.
I think I just kill Vixel now.
No.
Not yet?
No, because Vexel's going to fight for you. Use that 10, take the 6, no, no, yeah, all right, that too. But stop.
Yep.
Stop.
Yeah.
And use the 4.
No, I see it.
Oh, yeah.
I see it.
Yeah.
So this is
Yeah,
caps,
so, yeah, this is caps. It's all about, let's see, what's he going to do? Is he going to go up and hit? No, he's going to lock himself in. I don't know why he attacked up when he could have attacked to the right first. Because now he's locked and he can't act. Alright, so now we've got... Oh, what's he doing? Okay, so he's giving you a card. Have you got a trade in yet?
No, not on 4.
No. Alright. Yeah. So, if Vexel attacks up to that 180, just plow your 97 straight into whatever he has there.
Yeah, I think that's the correct answer. Well, he lost more than I did, too. He lost big on that play.
Yeah. Jeez, what? I want to look at the battle log for that. What did he?
125. I lost 97.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Well, attacker's advantage didn't happen there. Go and hit that 78.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah, there you go. Now bring that back to your one. Bring that back, that 20. No. What are you doing? Bring the 20 back to your one.
Oh, I failed.
Oh, yeah.
I failed.
Because you wanted to give Vexel an opportunity to attack him over there.
Sure.
Because he's weak now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
See?
Yeah.
He wants to go and deal with it.
He wants to do my fight for me. Oh no, he's opening up Cowboy. Yeah, he's letting him out. I like that too.
Have you got a trade? No, you don't even have an option for it yet. No, yeah, that one.
Yeah, so I don't think there's like a correct strategy either. I think
No.
I've noticed and it's really subtle, so it's hard for me to describe it to you, but I've noticed like the little differences between some of the few players, around that I can be like, wow, this guy's way better than me, and I'm really trying to learn from them.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of variance.
Yeah, there is. Everybody has their own little unique strategy, but the thing is that strategy is derived from personality.
Oh.
So, a person's personality and how they act in person is very much a case of it influences how they play the game.
Yeah, I mean that seems obviously true. But when you say personality,
right, now watch. This is going to be really simple because he's trying to card block you, and he thinks he has you card blocked.
No,
but you see your 5 over there.
Yep.
Just put your cards somewhere on your left hand side. Mm-hmm. Keep yourself nice and safe, and then use that 5 to get a card.
Yep. I also can attack with my 119 cap.
Yeah, but you don't want to do that yet.
Right.
Because you don't want to open up Vexel to you either.
Mm-hmm.
So you're safe there.
Yeah. Well, Vix will put himself in the middle.
Yeah.
Nobody
But
wants to be in the
you
middle.
encouraged that.
Of course.
Well, I think I encouraged that, but yeah.
It was a good idea.
Yeah. Now 4 to flat back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And hopefully he gives you another card there.
Right.
Yep. And then just put one troop there every time just to keep and ensure that you've got that there. Because by doing this, you're telling him that even if Cowboy kills him, you're giving him a card.
Mm-hmm.
You're not card blocking him.
Right.
So you're keeping that friendship.
It's a friendly
going,
gesture,
you know?
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
So just put one there and then the rest over on your 127. Yeah. That's just to ensure that you get, enough troops to be able to take that without losing anything, really. See, he's acknowledging what you're doing, not allowing blue to advance anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a trade in.
Yes.
What are the values at now?
115.
Good. Let's see what your attacker's advantage does now.
Yeah, should I try and punch that 180?
Yeah, just go and hit the 180.
But then Vixel wins.
Neither of you win right now.
Right. That was a lot.
Yeah, but Vixel hopefully has a trade-in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's got 4 cards. There you go.
Does.
He's going to go...
Invade,
what the hell?
Invade Cowboy?
No, he's a bot. Vixel bought it out.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh my god. No, what? Oh no.
Yeah, I think Cowboy gets that cap then.
No, you get that cap in a minute, but...
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Now this adds some spice. Oh no, Cowboy's going to go get the cap and hold it with a 22.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, now you got no chance to get... Oh, well, with that 147 of yours, you can go get that cap. Shit. Don't open up his caps.
No, sir.
Yeah, stop there. Bring that 12 back over to that. No.
No, you don't like that move?
Don't worry about that. Bring the 12 back to the 54.
Yeah, I guess that interior cap is guarded by the other two.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't see that. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that 306 is going to come back your way. Exactly what I thought he was going to do. Have you got a trade in now?
Yes.
Good. Put it all on that 65.
Yeah, or else I lose it.
Yeah.
Okay, Cowboy's matching. Let's see what he does. Is he going to run through 88? I don't think so.
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So he's going to try and push that 88 to you. Alright, so leave that there. Don't worry about that. Put it all on that other cap. I'll put maybe 5 there. Just so you can get a card. Yeah, that'll do. Put it all there. Use it 12. And, yeah. Black's going to come in and break you. Because he's only got another option of one other card. You're going to card block black. Soon. he stopped. Ooh.
Well, now Cowboy has to punch a 91.
Yes.
Excellent. And he does. That was expensive.
Yep. Yep, but he's giving cards to the bot as well. Stop there. Oh, just leave that there.
Yeah, I think so.
Now let's see how this division goes when the bot takes that one up there. Oh.
Bot has no card.
No.
And 4. And holding 4. Okay. Can I kill this bot?
No. Don't kill the bot.
Not yet.
No. He's trying to card block you, so what you're going to do is you're going to, alright, so now put all your 22 on the 154.
Mm-hmm. You sure?
Yep.
Okay.
And then hit the 19, and only the 19, and then go back. Yep. Put your 5 back on the 178.
No, I want to leave that 5 there.
Well, you want the bot to get cards and use them against blue.
No, I don't want the bot to get cards. I want
You do.
I want those 4
No,
cards.
because you want the bot to get cards, because if the bot gets cards, he's going to split those troops and be acted as a barrier between Cowboy and you.
No, what I want is I want the bot to never get a card again, so that I have the guaranteed 4, and the bot doesn't get to use them, and Cowboy can't kill him, right?
No.
No?
No, you want to swap cards with the bot down there. Because then the bot will put troops next to the 263, which is a bigger threat than your 180. And now all of a sudden he has all of this that he has to go through to get to you. Oh, why'd you do that? Now all he has to do is card block you.
Mm-hmm.
How many troops you got? Place them. Alright, 112 into the 263. Alright. You're letting him get another card. You could have had him card blocked right then.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
I didn't see it.
Nah, you should have listened.
Okay.
112 into the 263, then your 146 into the 263. Anything left, wipe him out, then move over one more.
Sure.
Alright, so with your... Have you got a trade in?
Not on 3.
Alright, get one more card. And put it back on your... No.
I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there.
He's going to card block you.
I get at least for one more turn.
Okay.
Because of the 4, right? And that'll be a
Not
game.
necessarily.
No?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Alright, you got a trade?
Yeah. No, not on 4.
Ooh. Ouch. Alright. Which means he's got a trade coming soon. So you don't want to give him any card. But you're given access to that stack no matter what you do. Yeah, that side. No. Don't split. Why'd you split? Yeah, fortify that 9 onto... Alright, now you have a set. Let's see what he does. Alright, he's going to wipe out that 10.
He doesn't.
Yeah, he did wipe out the 10.
No, I mean, he doesn't have a set. He didn't match on 4.
No, but now he will have a set, so... Alright. 150 troops. Ooh. Yeah, that's all you can do. And then put them on...
Get it?
Put them on there. Yeah, put it on... Yeah, hit it.
Yeah.
There you go.
What's the fortify?
One of your 3s, just put it onto a cap just to make it a little pain in the ass. Yeah. Yeah, you could have had him card blocked then.
Really?
Yeah, and you would have only had maybe 20 troops left stopping him from getting it, but yeah, you could
I
have
didn't
had
see it. I didn't see it.
Alright, you got a trade in now?
No.
Shit. Well, you're card blocked.
Aha. He got me.
Yep. Nah. Go on your 126. Take your card block, put it on the 126.
But then I lose.
Yeah, well, you're not going to win a 25 to 50.
Right.
And you're throwing those troops away. Put it on your 126.
But I've lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he gives you an opportunity.
What would that look like?
Giving you a card somehow. Alright, he's going to stop there. Alright, now put it on your 126. Just put all of it on your 126. Yeah. Now he's going to have another card. I would put your 3s and everything on your middle cap for now as well. You're going for, at this point, with being card blocked, you're going for KD. So if you click the dice up there and you'll see kills and death, and troops killed, troops lost.
Yeah.
What are you reading right now? What's your troops killed versus troops lost?
1242 to 1200.
Alright, so he's going to card block. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to take your cap. And your other cap. There you go. You're lost.
Mm-hmm.
With no card.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so what's your KD now?
1486 to 1368.
Yeah. Alright, just go and put your 3 up on the 210 as well.
I don't see why I wouldn't have tried to stop this.
You failed to stop this when you didn't go for the attack when you had the opportunity to card block him.
Right.
So, once you pass, there's a certain point with progressive caps that when you pass a certain point, that's it, you're done.
Right.
And you let that opportunity slide. So now he's just going to out-troop you.
Yes.
And
eat my cap.
Eventually, yep, and hit your cap. And by the look of it, he's going to do it maybe one turn or one more turn after that.
Yeah, he doesn't have to wait much longer.
No. Why he doesn't use that 470 to get one more card, though, I don't know.
Yeah, it would be faster. He's playing conservatively.
Yep. He's just stacking now. So, but, you know, this is the nature of progressive caps. If you miss the opportunity, and the opportunities are always a risk that you don't really want to take.
A risk
now
game.
you're given... though, he has no way of cleaning the board because that's at game. So he couldn't wipe you out because of the troops that you had down the bottom anyway.
But he got it anyways.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Oh, you want to play another one? Okay.
You know I do.
Yeah, all right. Let's get another one in here. All right. You know what? Let's do another progressive caps, but on a smaller map.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. All right. So the game code, Peter, is N4UC6.
Australia.
Ooh, Harmless is still here. So let's see if we can get him in another game. Vexel's still here. See if we can get him in a game. Cowboy again. See if we can get him in a game. See if we can kind of get a rematch.
Progressive caps. I love it.
These are exciting games. There's a reason why I like progressive caps, and they're a little bit more strategic and less luck based than progressive World Dom.
Mm-hmm.
A bit, because progressive World Dom, it all comes down to who gets what cards when.
Assuming everybody's good.
Well, even a noob that doesn't really know how to play can win a progressive World Dom by getting all good cards and all the good players getting crap.
Right.
So it's, bad rolls and this, that, and the other. Even a noob has a greater chance. Whereas on progressive caps, it's less likely.
I see what you mean.
Let me go in here and looking for game again and see if we can get somebody joined at for game. N or UC6. See if we can get Harmless to come back in here and lose again. So that, because I'm 1 up on Harmless now. Oh, well, wait. No, I'm 2 up on Harmless now. So me and Harmless have played over 400 games together.
Okay.
I'm 203 and he's 202. So the way I deal with this is I keep records of who I've played that I consider good players, high top level grandmasters, etc. And I keep a record of who outlives who in a game.
Mm-hmm.
So I have outlived Harmless 203 times, and he's outlived me 202. That doesn't mean that I've won 203 games. That
you just finished. You placed ahead of them.
I've just placed ahead of them.
Right. So you said something there that I'm really interested to hear your opinion on. How do you identify a good player? What does that mean to you?
Gameplay.
Okay.
100% gameplay. How they play the game.
But can you explain it?
Strategy. If I can learn something from them, if they make me work to be able to beat them.
Yes.
If you don't make me work, you're not worth my recognition.
Okay.
But if you make me work, if you make me think, if you make me have to fight and work, then you're obviously good enough. Because my skills are diverse quite substantially. So I've got a unique, diverse play style because I've got so many different draw cards from playing so many different great players. In 6-player and variety of different modes, World Dom, Caps, even 70%. So if somebody can come along and make me have to think about how I'm going to beat them, then that is a worthy opponent. And then they get started on, I start writing their name down and go, guy's actually worthy.
Is my name down somewhere? Am I in your list?
Yeah, but you came onto my list late.
Okay.
Your name, I've only got 3 games on our list.
So you've never gotten me?
Oh, no, I've beaten you every game except for the last one.
Right.
But there's been a number of games that we played before I started keeping record.
Sure.
It wasn't until you proved yourself that you start getting noted.
So how does
one game
how does one prove themselves?
making me work.
Sure.
Make it hard. Make it hard. If you're a walk in the park, um, I'm not going to keep a record of walk in the parks. I mean, geez, I'd have a record of over 4,000 games in.
Yes.
No, I ain't got that much time and effort to put into this.
No.
I'd rather be playing Risk than keeping track of all the noobs I beat.
It sounds like you got a lot of time, though, to put into this. Like, you're a busy guy, eh? You run your own business, you told me?
Yeah. So I run my own roofing business, which I've actually just sort of half merged with another roofing company. So I actually work for them, but my business comes through their business, etc. So it's kind of a merger, but not entirely, like on paper. So there's been no money exchange. I just get a guaranteed wage, and I get to keep happy clients, which is what I care more about than anything.
Yeah, the return business.
Yeah. Well, no, not really, because if I'm doing the job right, or if the boys are doing the job right, there is no return business in roofing for 20 years.
Yeah, but the referral, I guess.
Yeah, the referral. I don't like going back to the same house twice, for work. I go there, I do a quote, I go there and I do work, and then I don't want to see that guy for another 20 years.
What happens if you need to get your money? That's a third time.
No, because they pay me via, direct bank deposit and things like that, or sometimes they give you cash on the spot on the day, but we've never had that issue, where I have to chase anybody for money.
I had that all the time.
If I ever have to chase somebody for money, it's going to be very much like the way I play Risk. I'm coming with an army. Watch out.
Yeah. Give me my money now.
There is. You do not have a choice. Do not say, "Oh, can you wait?" No.
I like appearing threatening.
What's that?
I think of myself as maybe too nice, but I like appearing threatening, particularly in a game context. Right? I like being a bit of a bully because we can be powerful friends or we could be powerful enemies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I do play much along those lines of a little bit bullying. You mentioned to me earlier tonight about how aggressive or revenge or this, that, and the other, and it's not necessarily revenge. It's strategic emotional response. So I make people think that it's emotion when it's quite strategic, unless they've really stuffed me up and they've ruined my game. Of course, I'm going to go and ruin yours back in return, tit for tat. But if you come over and you start trying to card block me or you do this, that, and the other, if it's off your cap, I'm hitting it. Go put it on your cap. Otherwise, you've lost it. That's it. Don't play hardball with me and try and bully me because it ain't going to work.
You're always the top dog, eh?
No, I'm not the top dog. It's just don't fuck with me and I won't fuck with you.
I like that. That's how I think about it as well.
Let's see. Who is Noob Simulator?
It's been on the ranking thread a bit. It's made to GM now, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see who else is on that I can get in here. Oh, Infernus. He's a player. He's pretty good. Sam Bertrand. He's pretty good, but he does bot out when he thinks he's awesome. Sterling. Zero Vexel. Let's see if Vexel wants to play again. We know Harmless joins just to try and have another one up on me, but he can't because, I've got him. I'm one up. Actually, no, I'm two up. Let me have a look. Yeah, I'm two up. Ooh, Parlox says he's here.
Yes.
All right, Parlox.
Come play, Parlox.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, what's happening? How'd you do?
I did horribly.
Ah.
So, to those who don't know, I was just playing a tournament game. I had to to not be in the podcast for a while to do the tournament game, and I had 7 points, and you have to get 14 or 15 points to move on. And in that game right now, I got suicided on, and I ended up getting second, which is 13 points, so I don't move on to the next round of the tournament.
Oh, bugger. Well, you can join this game if you want, Parlox.
Oh yeah, I will.
Alright, so get your game on, open your game, and you'll just be able to find it, because we're a friend. Ooh, never mind. Nick is joined. Oh my god, this is going to be pure chaos. You can... Hey, Peter, can you stream the game so that way Parlox can,
yes.
So that way Parlox can commentate?
Yes.
Sure, I can do that, yeah. But that means I will have to reveal the secret, Pete.
What? No, we're not playing a Fog of War game.
Okay, that's fine then. Yeah.
Can you see my my stream? Yeah.
Yes, I can.
All right. Yeah, I'm not good at caps, Parlox. I still can't figure it out.
You'll be fine.
Look
No,
at,
I mean, maybe...
wow, look at Pink in that setup.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's insane.
Oh, Pink is like perfect spot everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, all of the South Island and New South Wales, that's insane. Absolutely.
Yeah,
that's a horrible spot for a cap, isn't it?
Yeah, he chose the worst spot for a cap.
So
Pink
I'm
did.
thinking Western Australia.
That's a pretty good spot because in order to break your bonus, they have to. Oh wait, no, Yeah, you can go there.
That's
I
I mean,
you were black for a second there.
What else?
But no, that's a good spot. That's a good choke point.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. I agree. Yeah.
Harmless has the best spot for Western Australia because in order to open up the cap, to break a bonus, you have to open the cap. But
Sure.
This is progressive, so it won't matter later in the game anyway.
So Parlox, why'd you get suicided into? What happened?
Basically, I was the weakest player out of 3, and the red and the green were the strongest, and they were pretty much equal. And red decided to give up and suicide on me, and settled with third place, and I got second.
Ooh.
You almost had
Well, you know, my last tourney game didn't go in my favor either. Don't worry, man.
Yeah. If I was Harms, I would choose the central province in the 3 because he did too.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Harmless.
I think that was a good choice. The 4 wouldn't be a good choice because Pete has the capital there, and the 6 is the best choice because it's in the center and it's Pog anyways, so you want there.
Yeah,
right,
but
what do you
Harmless
think?
could have gone with the 4 near that white 7, but why he didn't, I don't know. But me and Harmless are going to be bad neighbors like usual.
Yeah. So you have more experience, but what do you think the 4 was a better choice?
The 4 was a better choice because it blocks white into having to fight with pink to get out.
Okay.
So white, if Harmless put his cap on the 4, white would have put his cap on the 5. And then would have had to fight with 6 in order to come and play the game with the big voice.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But now, the way that it is, you've got Harmless, and, well, you've got all of the big boys out playing with each other, and you've got Pink
Yeah.
sitting in a
It's
corner
bit
over
massive,
there.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So
I'll be
do you think
honest,
Nick and I can be
Pink-
friends? Do you think that's gonna work?
Pink and you?
Nick.
Oh, Nick. What color is Nick? Nick is blue. Until it suits him otherwise.
Right. So he's a reasonable human being, is what you're saying.
Did I say that?
Well, that's what I heard from that's what I heard. That's what I heard from what you said. I think everyone knows they're trying to win at the game, right? So you can't expect any of these alliances to mean anything, but
Yeah. Ooh, thank you, Harmless. You made my life a little easier. Which I'm grateful for, because now I can do this. And get that.
It was still first from Harmless. He gave up his phone.
Well, I don't think he had a choice in whether he gave up the 4 or not.
I don't know.
But we are in a situation now. We are in a... he could have. But at the same time, you're going to lose it or not. He would have had to have gone through a 3 to get home, whereas he got his troops home by going through a 1.
Yeah.
So he didn't lose much. Whereas now Pete is in a situation where he can be in grief.
I would never.
My point is he could definitely...
Pete needs to put all of that on his 7. And use the 4, to get a card. There you go.
Thanks. Yeah, I think so too.
My point is he could definitely move the 4 to the 2, Harmless, when he was still alive, and then might have survived the 5.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't have as much experience as you guys in camps. Well, maybe more than Pete, but I don't know about Buck. Yeah.
Well, Pete, we were touching on the subject earlier about Parlox, weren't we? About
that he sucks.
The Grandmasters and how they specialize in certain areas that make them maybe less than ideal Grandmasters.
Oh, I see. Sure, like weak points.
Yeah.
Sure.
So what we were saying, please explain, and I want to talk to you back about it.
All right. So you're a perfect example. You have gained a lot more experience lately, but you're a perfect example of what the Facebook guys are calling fake Grandmasters, because you specialize and you got your rank by noob farming in 1v1s. So your position on the leaderboard doesn't necessarily represent your skill in diverse gameplay for the game. But that doesn't mean that you're a bad player. It just doesn't mean that I would put you in the top 100 prog caps players. I wouldn't put you in the top 100 fixed cap players. I definitely wouldn't put you in the top 100 5-round rumble players. But yeah, hold on, let me finish. But in your rank, in the way you are within the game, you are very much a good player. So I'm not trying to say this to take away from anything that you've achieved. I'm just saying you don't have the same diversity.
Okay, so to those who do say that like I'm a fake GM or stuff like that. So first of all, let me say that I did get to GM in the first time. Only doing 4-player
Good job, Cowboy.
Ooh, and another bad roll hitting a 2.
Yeah, that's
that is an oops moment. Yeah, it is unfortunate. Sure would be a shame if he were to just die.
Pete's over here now getting 2 continents.
Wow. So let me continue what I was saying, my big monologue, if you don't mind. So first of all, I did get to GM for the first time in a 4-player fixed multiplayer, letting anyone in. And after that, I did get to top 3 doing 1v1s. But I do want to remind people that lately I've been specializing in 2v2s. I've been specializing in 2v2s too. I've been playing with Olive, who's another top 10 player, and I'm considered with Olive one of the best 2v2 teams out there in the world. And also, I've won several games in multiplayer progressive against other top level GMs. So I have, I think at least that I've proven multiple times I'm not some kind of fake GMs. I can hold my own against other top players.
Yeah. And that's definitely been the case that you've proven more recently. you know, when you first joined the Discord, I would agree that with some of the rhetoric about you being a fake GM, but now lately watching you playing, because I mean I played one of the first games with you when you joined Discord, and you weren't that great.
What were the settings?
There it was so I called Parlox out as like I do with all the top 100s. I played the games with him. He beat me 2. I beat him 1 out of 3 games that we played. And then the next games I played with Parlox, he actually joined in on one of the Prog Caps games that I had playing. And yeah, that didn't go so well for Parlox. But you wouldn't expect so. He didn't have the experience. He didn't have the skill set for that. He had a lot of time on his hands and did a lot of grinding, which is, what happens. But the thing is Parlox has now improved himself, and he's gotten some of those skills. Even now, though, I still wouldn't put him in the top 100 of like prog caps or some of those more difficult settings. It's a very Go on, Parlox.
Yeah, I think that's definitely fair. I barely play, to be honest, I barely play caps games. I'm not really trying to compete, be among the best in caps. Maybe in the future. Like in my whole history of Risk, I maybe played around 20 games of caps. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, no, you don't play much. No, you don't play very often.
I don't have time to specialize in that. I mainly play Prog World Domination. Used to play a lot of Fixed World Domination. Lots of 1v1s, 2v2s, and that's pretty much it. That's all I play.
Yeah, and there's definitely, I'm not trying to insult you by any of this, so please don't take offense to it.
I don't.
I'm just trying to be real. What's happening here?
Bunch of nothing.
So go on.
Well, so I kind of take exception to the concept of a fake GM. Like, yes, there are problems with the ranking system, but and this actually transitions into the thing you're saying. So for those who don't know, Buck is a Facebook mod, right? And the negativity in that space is exhausting. And I think I've actually said to you, in public, I don't know how you put up with this crap. The gatekeeping, right? Whose job is it to tell someone whether or not they're a fake GM?
Look, I think everybody's entitled to their opinion and they can say it. I think it's a matter of how they say it and the context surrounding it. I've got no problem with somebody calling somebody a fake GM. It is what it is, if the shoe fits, wear it. And if you're the one being called a fake GM, if the shoe fits, wear it. It's much the case of, reality. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That is what it is. But if anybody, like I said before, if there's discrimination, disrespect, any of that sort of stuff, I'm calling you out on your shit. And so that makes the Facebook group quite interesting because unfortunately there is quite a lot of shit, for the lack of a better word. Okay. Now, you're in danger of losing that capital of yours because you're trying to hold content bonuses, and trade-ins are now at 12, and Nick's over there with the 57. He's almost double what you got in your cap, and he can easily get 2 caps.
Yeah, but that's all of his troops.
Yeah, you need to take that 16 and get it over there on your cap.
I hear you.
Play smart. Play smart.
You know what they say, play smart, not hard.
Oh, I love playing hard though. That's my jam.
But they are getting closer in numbers than what I want. So
I see.
Nick.
I see.
Now Nick has to go through you to get to me.
Sure. No, I don't know, Buck. I see it kind of as a function of the medium, right? The way Facebook and to a different extent, Reddit, kind of prioritizes people just being mildly pissed off about things, so that all you hear are complaints. Like when people complain to me about something that I have expertise in, like Risk, I'm going to try and be helpful and give useful advice.
Yep.
But
well, it's definitely a case of social media, regardless of the platform. They reward negativity.
Yes.
And that I don't agree with. Personally, I think people should be rewarded for positive influence, which is what the dev games for me are all about. It's completely combating intentionally the negativity that's surrounding all of this, and it was very much intended to do so. I'm trying to, in a positive way, at least control or stomp out some of the toxic crap that we see.
How so?
Well, the devs, all right, so you go and you get a game with me. I'll sit there might be 5 or 10 spectators. You get a game of me, Harmless, Stove, Gold, and some of the other top players out there. You'll probably find you might get 5 or 6 spectators outside of the game. You go and you get devs to do a Q&A, you can get 20 people spectating. And they're all there. The devs are being active, they're communicating. It's a very much a positive atmosphere. People are actually having the devs involved, and it's encouraging. People like it. It's kind of fandom, it's like the fanboy kind of thing. But what that does is it gives a positive attitude in the community. Now, when there's positivity around, you have to work 10 times harder to be negative.
Oh, wow. That was an interesting move.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure I would do the same.
I don't think you would, Parlox.
Yeah.
I'm greedy, though.
So, but I don't know if you talked about that, but if you've seen the podcast, but we did talk about it once privately, is that you have a lot of connections with the devs, right? So that's how you can organize dev games and stuff like that, right? With Johan and stuff.
Connection may be the wrong word, because everybody can communicate with the devs. What I have is I've got a friendship that I've built with Johan and Lucy over the years, which gives a little bit more weight and to what I say, and and purely with Johan, because he's Australian based, the time zones, the different atmosphere that we've got here in Australia, it opens quite it's like a pathway.
So I'd just like to note
for
this.
Simplicity.
I'd just like to note this situation, because Noob Simulator in the thread before we fired this game was like, I'm going to get crushed, and they just did something that I find very obvious newer players tend to do, right? So he antagonized both me and Cowboy in the same turn, and both me and Cowboy have cards. So I feel not really incentivized to let this guy hold continents, right?
Yeah. But you have to piss off Nick in order to deal with that as well.
Definitely.
I like Nick. Nick's been good to me.
Yeah.
He has been. Nick has a good understanding of these pro games, and Nick is actually playing very subtle at the moment for Nick.
Yeah.
Probably got a lot to do with the fact that we're in the podcast as well.
Sure.
Because if we were in just a normal fun game, he'd be sitting here screaming with his voice that, drives me crazy sometimes. But, he would be playing a much different game, because he likes causing chaos. And I'll be honest, it's fun when he does it too. But you know what? I am going to. No, I'm not. Because that opens his cap. Bugger. I was going to go over and be a part of the Let's Piss Off Pink game. But no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to piss him off a different way.
Oh, I love that. That's a very smart way to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because now he has to waste a whole hell of a lot of troops to get back over here again.
Exactly.
You can just go through
And
it.
the chances are, if he wants to get back over there, he's going to plow through Peter's 29. Which works for me as well. You see?
Yeah, it does.
I'm influencing war.
Yeah. By the way, what is that? I know you're Australian, but what is that small province in the bottom right?
Tasmania.
Which is
the Hobart.
I'm not sure if that's the name. Very, very small province. It doesn't have like troops on it.
Tasmania.
Right.
Oh, at the bottom of the far right, that little island with no troops. That is actually in New Zealand. It's an island off. So New Zealand has North Island.
No. Not the island. The province, like right below Sydney.
Oh, that would be Canberra. So that is the Australian Capital Territory, and it's just too small to put anything on. There's like that's where all the politicians live.
I see. So kind of like Washington D.C., right?
Yeah, kind of like Washington D.C. It's where all the politicians live.
When the Australians were fighting over who got to be the capital between Sydney and Melbourne, Sydney got to be the capital for a little bit. Melbourne got to be the capital for a little bit, but they compromised by inventing a capital territory equidistant between the two. So that's why Canberra is inland, because most of Australia is on the coast, right? Most people in Australia live by the ocean, but the capital territory is actually inland, which is it's like this fake sort of. It's similar to Brasilia, the capital of Brazil. It's like a manufactured place.
See how he came up and pissed on my fence? So I got rid of him.
I would never piss on your fence, Buck.
He gets what he deserves.
Yep. See, Pink's coming over again. He wants to be the one that holds all the continents and nobody else does. He's playing like it's a fixed caps game.
Right.
Instead of a prog caps game.
Extremely aggressive, way too much, the point where he's gonna die soon.
Well, I think Cowboy's playing a much different game in this game because he is very much the weakest player here. He will get a trade in very shortly, which will bring him up quite a bit, and he will be, up in par with me at least.
Yeah. Maybe Pete should kill Cowboy.
Nah.
Yeah, I was kidding.
Yeah. Pete's just going sucked in. Don't piss me off.
Yeah.
Come at me, bro.
Pete just took a page out of the Buck book.
So no, I feel like you and I play similarly in this way, right? You want to get me twice? The first time I'll be nice. You want to do that to me again? Okay. Now you eat it.
Yeah.
Now you eat it. Enjoy. But there's still no sort of clear anybody's taking advantage, right?
No, not at this stage.
Unless Noob Simulator just matches in and suicides into me, that's possible.
Nick tried to be a bit of a bully.
Yeah.
By putting his troops up there, and I went, no. I closed that door real quick. So
come at me, bro. Come at me. I dare you.
What's that?
I'm daring him to come at me. I want to see it.
Nah, he won't bother you.
It's killing Nick.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh.
That was so aggressive. Wow.
Scary.
Okay, why he
This
did
guy is
that
a
when the
dangerous,
cards
crazy
are over
person.
65.
And someone needs to stop this.
No.
Oh wow. It's just so that's it's insane.
What the
He just gave
hell?
away
Like,
he just gave away capital.
Harmless is gonna get. Oh no, Pete can probably go and get that other capital,
No, not
but
not
he won't hold it.
that one. Not
Relax.
Pete
No,
won't
tools.
hold that other capital.
Yeah, you have to get some tools there. Yeah, exactly. You have to get more, but it's fine.
Pete won't hold that capital,
No?
but
Yeah, you have to move more.
but yeah,
Maybe, possibly.
nah, harmless will go over there and get it probably. Harmless is gonna get a trade. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah.
But Pink's next move is he's gonna go over there and hit Peter and that cap on the left.
That is possible.
Pink has it out for.
But why?
Pink
What did I ever do to this guy?
Because he assumes that you're the strongest because you were holding 2 continents.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So he saw you as the bigger threat.
I mean, Harmless has like 30 more troops than me at the moment. I wonder what he's thinking.
Yeah, honestly, the right strategy for you. The right strategy for you, Buck, right now is to just manual Harmless's cap until you use your coup.
Yes, I agree. Manual roll Harmless's cap.
What are you smoking? Yeah, because there's a whole hell of a lot of fun in whatever it is you're smoking right now. I want some of that.
Parlox is too young to smoke. He's not allowed.
69! No, I want 69.
You'll get it.
You won the joke, Pete.
No, I am the joke.
Oh.
Now fuck this guy. I eat it. Come at me.
No! 69! You still didn't put 69. I'm so mad at you.
Ooh. Next time.
That's fine.
I want to see Magenta suicide.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah. Come at me. He started it.
Honestly, I just want Harmless to die. I wouldn't have any problem with Pink suiciding on Harmless's cap.
Ooh,
Actually, I would love that.
204. What's he doing? He's gonna go and hit that other cap. There you go. Ouch.
This guy has no idea how to play this.
Nah.
Okay, cool. I guess I lose. That's so funny.
Yeah,
Oh my god. It's funny. Oh well, you get another cap.
I don't actually think I do. I think I just lose.
Didn't you have a set? Surely.
No, I didn't have a set.
Oh look, Pink
Oh,
will
no.
go out before you do probably.
Yeah.
Just out of fun.
Thanks, guys.
And I didn't get 69. Thank you, Pete, for not having 69.
Oh, I have 69 all the time.
Come on.
Yeah, but that's a different kind of 69.
Yeah.
So
Thank
there
you.
goes
69,
Pink.
man.
Thank you, Harmless.
You can't really kill him unless he goes for your cap too. That's strange. That was a weird choice. You just give... Yeah, unless he kills your cap too.
Yep.
Pete.
Oops. Gave it to
Oh,
Cowboy.
Oh, Harmless failed.
Gave the bounty to
Almost
Cowboy.
Oh well. And 3 cards too.
Yep.
3 cards.
Yep.
Well, good game, Cowboy.
Oh, there you go. So now Cowboys only got 4 cards, but that's alright.
Oh!
Oh! Oh!
choice.
Yeah.
Now, Buck, you kill Pete. The kill Pete strategy. Come on, Buck.
Stop telling people.
Let me see what I can do here. Yeah, alright.
It's the kill Pete strategy. You know it's worth it. Come on.
He's thinking it through. He's got to go in a lot of different directions.
Yeah, I got to do it right.
Yeah. You won't have time in this pace. Now, do it quickly. Huh. Oh no, you won't make it on phone.
I'm going to have to politely ask you to stop encouraging people to kill me, Parlox.
It's too funny though.
It is too funny.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
There we
You should
go.
have gone all the way or just...
No, because I would have had to have gone through White's capital. That's actually not bad.
Why?
Because to kill him in one swoop, I would have had to have worked my way around.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would. But see, by the way that I've done it, Harmless can't necessarily kill Pete easily because of the way he's blocked in as well.
Yeah, I guess.
So Harmless has to split a lot of troops in order to try and kill Pete.
Yeah, I see what you mean. But you could have definitely killed Pete, in my opinion, without killing White. You could, you can check later to see.
Yeah. But, you know what? Pete's an ally in this game right now anyway because he's not open to me.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Oh, Cowboy's making some bold moves. Taking all of Eastern Australia.
That ain't gonna go down very well, though.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
gonna
really
let
tough.
him do that. I'm not gonna let him do that.
You don't want Cowboy just to own the whole board?
No. I'm generous, but no. You honestly though, you got 144 troops in my hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Perth. That's awful.
Yeah, I don't know that I like that either.
You gonna stop me?
Well, stop, control, manipulate, one way or another. I'm going to do something. So it depends on what you want to call it.
You know, when you're trying to manipulate people, the best thing to do is tell them that you're going to manipulate them, because that works.
Yeah, exactly. Also,
Well, then it's
your
more of a challenge.
It's like
It's more of a
Yeah.
challenge.
it's like those guys who
somebody
tell
when they
you
know it's coming.
it's like those guys who tell you they're good at
also,
risk. I'm good at risk.
yeah. Also, also your line of stop, control, manipulate sounds like the way it's possible to torture someone, stop him from doing something, manipulate him, control him. So pretty much you're saying you will torture him to die eventually.
Buck's not torturing me. I'm not losing this game yet.
You think he's not torturing you?
I'm not losing
That's
this.
that's what he wants you to think.
Sure.
Yeah, you know what they say. The best kind of torture is torture that the one torturer is not aware of.
I'm a willing participant in my own torture.
Fair enough.
You invited me to a game.
I did. I brought this on myself.
Let's see, is Cowboy going to let me hold the continent? Probably not.
Cowboy does have a strong lead.
I knew he wasn't going to let me hold the continent. He wants to stop all that. And that's okay. So I'm going to do this.
Oh,
So,
you're killing harmless. Oh, I see what you're doing.
am I?
No kidding. Obviously not.
No.
Yeah, it's dying with Cowboy again, yeah. Oh, interesting. Oh, you're taking over New Zealand, huh?
Oh, I won't
I
hold
just,
it.
okay, fair enough. I just make the sound effects here. If you want any sound effect, just tell me, please. Wow, now you're the bad guy, Buck. Really making it dangerous.
I like it.
Yeah.
Now you're the bully everyone talks about.
I'm not a bully.
You just said like 10 minutes ago in the podcast you're a bully.
No. I just do what I do. It's not a bully.
He's trying to win, man. What do you do?
You know, sometimes Buck bullies to win. He's a bully.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to call it.
I do. Cowboy constantly trying
Oh,
to
he wants to ensure that he holds the continent.
Yeah, interesting choice. Just go through his cap at this point, doesn't matter.
No.
Yeah, do that, come on.
Nah.
But I want you to do it, I asked you nicely.
Hey, Parlox, you know if you put what you want in one hand and a pile of dog crap in the other, I want you to see which one weighs more.
Okay.
Is it the dog shit?
But
It's the dog shit, isn't it? Yeah.
Wait, but what if I want 40 weights? Is the other weights more heavy than?
Oh, it doesn't matter what you want, because a want doesn't mean you have possession of it.
I see.
You know, it's just a desire. You don't have it yet. Your thought and your want doesn't weigh anything to me.
Yeah.
How could you be so inconsiderate of Parlox's desires?
It's not. It's not at all. Just you go out and get it yourself.
Sure, I'll hack your computer and do it myself, no problem.
Oh, you got computer hacking skills? This is new to me.
Sure, I can do that right now.
Oh, all right. He wants to play this game. Yeah, that ain't. I'm not down for this game.
No, I love it actually. Let him play this game, please. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm gonna hack you in about 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Clock that, viewers.
What are you gonna do to me?
I'm gonna hack you in about 2 minutes and 11 seconds.
Why do you want to hack me?
Because I want to do what I want. And you don't do what I want. So I'm gonna make that want, that desire, heavier than dog shit.
I want to see
Yeah,
it.
whatever.
Oh, Buck's not scared. You're not going to intimidate Buck.
Oh, come on.
Nah.
So how does this game end?
Okay.
It seems stable.
It is.
It is a little bit, but what's gonna happen is Harmless is gonna want to kill me at some point,
That
and
is
so
true.
is
That's
and
one
so is Cowboy. And if I keep getting trade-ins at 5 cards every time, it doesn't bloody help me either.
Yes, that is challenging.
But see, But see, now Cowboy is stuck in a way where all of his troops are now trapped. And he's got one spot to get a card. And I can card swap somewhere else and then make Harmless and Cowboy fight somewhere.
Oh,
You could have got a card off Harmless.
Yep, but I chose Cowboy.
Because
Harmless,
Cowboy
Harmless hasn't broken me.
Cowboy has far more troops than anybody else.
Right.
well, not anymore. Now he has just 40 more than Harmless.
Yeah, but look how many troops I have, comparatively.
Yeah, but
And
you
I
get a
don't
match
even
now.
care about you now.
You got a match coming in. Oh, he gets Victoria and New South Wales? Really?
Oh, yeah, that's nice for him. Isn't
Well,
it?
then you can go do something about it.
I will.
Yeah. I love that wall of Buck and Harmless that can't let him go through the pit right there. Cause like it. I love fighting.
Looks like
Now
you're
take
doing
his
something
10.
about it.
Now take his 10. No, I wanted his 10 to be gone.
No, I'm letting Harmless contend with him.
No.
I'm hoping Harmless will, but I know Harmless won't. I'm setting it up for him to.
Okay, listen, Pete, that's what you do here. That's the best play possible. Just put all your 160 on your cap and attack Cowboy's capital.
Okay.
With all the 460. Blitz it.
Maybe you are.
No!
Maybe you are a fake GM.
No, I'm not.
Giving me terrible advice. How would I? Okay, here's what I do. I put 69 stacks on all of my territories and 420 on my cap.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
We got there.
No. No, that's retarded.
I agree.
I just jumped around. Don't worry about it back. Obviously, I wouldn't play the Cowboys cap in this point, or would I?
Or would I?
Think about it deeply. It is really not worthy to use cap.
But we are stuck in a very unique situation. And I'm going to do something.
Oh. You are the weakest player. Oh! Interesting.
Wow, he's really stirring it up there. There's,
No. What it's doing is it's slowing you down a little bit
Uh-huh.
and getting a card and still allowing me a full trip to the right.
No, keep the 130 there. Trust me. Keep it there. No! If you skip 69 there. No! This is a tragedy. You should have kept 69 there at least. Come on.
I don't see how this game ends. Everything is, like, stable.
You see,
You wait until this. You wait. This game will end.
No,
Sure,
no.
I'm sure, but I don't see the mechanism that causes it to end.
Darn. Pete, what you have to do is put a 69 everywhere you can.
That's what I said.
Eventually, someone will just... Yeah, and
Yeah.
someone will be sick of all the 69s. They will break all of them. You will lose, and then someone will win.
But I don't want to lose.
I don't care what you want.
Okay. Cool.
Good. Then do that.
Mhm.
Come on, Pete, do that already. 69. It's funny. It's a funny number. It's also like a high number, relatively.
It's a funny number.
It is a funny number.
Cowboy's pissed off now because I went around the other way and I didn't open his cap.
Now keep 69 there. No!
Parlox. So yeah, this is why so many people don't like progressive caps, because they can't see the outcome.
Well, maybe I'll see it when I see
You
it.
get stuck in. Yeah, it'll eventually come, because what'll happen is people will make a move, and that move will create opportunity, and then that opportunity will speed up the progress of the game. But
Yeah, but
it does take a
doesn't
while.
that yeah, but doesn't mean that people choose to give up more of their chances to win in order to have more chances to end the game?
Somewhat.
Yeah. So isn't it possible theoretically that no one wants to give up their chances to win, so they just keep it stalemate for so much time that it takes hours and hours and hours?
Somewhat, but not
Yeah.
quite.
Why not? What makes that? What
I
makes
mean,
games end before cap?
it's not a where
Wait,
we don't
Pete,
want to win.
Pete. 489 in the cap. It will be 420 plus 69. It's funny. Trust me. 489.
It's funny. Trust me.
No! You don't have a problem with putting a round number, but you have a problem with putting 489, which is 420 plus 69. Come on.
I just have a problem listening to you.
Come on.
You got me in trouble the last time I listened to you, so I'm not going to listen to you.
No, I'm sad. You make me sad.
You know what though? You've made a damn good recovery considering what you expended earlier in the game.
Yeah, considering I was almost dead. Yeah.
Oh, harmless.
Bold. Oh, he has 333, and that's actually a pretty good number. I like that. Why don't you have a 66 on your cap?
So he's trying to give me plenty of opportunities to hit him, so that way I don't break his bonus. Do you see what he's doing there? He's trying to give me opportunities.
But you will break his bonus, won't you?
Nah, not this
You
time.
won't.
Not this time.
Surprising. I thought you were the
Not
bully.
this time. Nah, because I want him to fight with harmless.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to allow him the opportunity to grow and fight with harmless.
How late is it in Australia by this point?
Oh, right now it's only, what is it, 9:30 at night? Yeah, it's not that late. Ooh, I'm getting pings. Oh, I don't want to go over and play bloody zombie game. Nah. I mean, I don't mind zombies. They're not my favorite. I can hold my own to some degree for somebody who's not great at them. Like, I don't understand the mechanisms as well as other people do. So I will never win I'm definitely not a top 100 zombie player. But that said, though, you put me on the other settings, and I'm up there. But I don't want to lose this game to harmless.
I think nobody wants to lose this game to harmless.
I don't mind if I lose this game as long as I don't lose to harmless.
Yes.
As long as I am alive and harmless is dead, that's all that matters.
Okay, so as long as you have a higher spot than harmless, you don't lose to harmless, right?
Yep.
Okay, so if you lose with third and he gets second, so did you lose to harmless or did you just lose to someone else and both of you lost? According to your...
No, the way the stats work for my record keeping with harmless and pretty much everybody else. If I come third and harmless comes second, harmless gets the point. If I come second and harmless comes third, I get the point.
So
It's
basically,
all about
whoever,
placement.
yeah. So basically, whoever gets the other placement gets the win in this case.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Got it.
And yeah. So, but here's one for you. Cowboy only made my list 2 games ago.
Okay.
So I've only kept track of Cowboy for 2 games, and I have with Cowboy now currently a 1-1.
Interesting. And your count against me?
Hold on, I'll have to open that one up because I don't have your stats memorized, and I'm just in the fridge getting me something to eat. So you're gonna have to wait a second.
No worries.
Yeah, so it's not like it's not a complaint per se, but I just don't understand these modes. I don't see how the game ends if 4 people are competent and they just keep parrying each other and keeping the game in balance.
You'll see.
Someone's gonna fuck up,
and
right?
You'll see. Somebody will fuck up.
Yeah. Well, look, like right now, I actually have to attack.
All right. So
Yeah, I guess cup games always end because of human error, or just people have to go and ball out.
Yeah. So there isn't a...
well, sometimes there is. You're going.
Well, is there a way to accrue an insurmountable advantage?
Not necessarily insurmountable, but you see what I'm doing here, right? And I'm just stacking on 1 cap and, doing my bits and pieces. Nobody is going to be dumb enough to hit me. But I'm stuck in a situation where as long as I leave myself open and somebody hits somebody, I can take advantage of that.
Yeah, so human error, pretty much. That's what I'm saying.
There is definitely a case of human error and a certain amount of manipulation. So, what these other people don't realize is that I am still manipulating the board.
How so?
Well, no, actually, Harmless probably realizes I'm manipulating the board. Because
And how so?
Harmless...
How are you?
Because I am encouraging attacks in different places. And nobody really wants to allow me an advantage. So there's you know how you have the stereotypes and you got the other bits and pieces. They're like very we are not, Buck is the biggest threat. Everybody thinks I'm the biggest threat. So people want to control me. And by them controlling me, I'm able to manipulate them by me doing my actions, and they think that they're controlling me when in fact they're not doing anything at all. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh wow, that was very bold.
It was a bit of a bold move.
I like it.
Yeah.
I can work with that.
You can work with that?
Yeah, I can work with that. I like that.
Oh no, Pete, you just had to waste your last card. That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Oh well.
Oh, there you go. So see, now you're acting, you're sparking emotional responses, etc., etc. And sparking of the emotional responses,
Yeah.
causes
Change.
reactions.
Yes.
Yes. So when you can spark an emotional reaction, um, it creates something in the game, as you can see currently.
So currently, Buck, you're the most, no, actually, Cowboy. I'm not sure how much the cards are worth. It might be you, might be Cowboy.
Well, Cowboy is sitting here with 1,100 troops. He has 300 troops more than I do.
Oh yeah.
And
But
Harmless
right now he
is
will have only 100 more.
but Harmless is doing not a whole lot. So
Yeah.
Well, he was antagonizing me
Exactly.
instead.
Yeah, he killed a lot of people, to be honest. Yeah, now we're gonna kill Cowboy, which makes sense. He's the only other sword player, and he has a bit too much.
and I'm gonna allow Harmless to deal with the other side. But you know, it is what it is.
Oh, interesting decision to put the 35 right there.
Yeah, where would you have put it?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not playing the game, but putting it right there was a bit interesting with Cowboy trying to hold everything at the east.
And Harmless is allowing it because
Yes.
what the hell?
Harmless is
what
allowing
are you
it.
doing?
Yeah. I see that as well.
Oh, that is a nice sipping rum. That is delicious. Mm. So, do you drink much, Pete?
I used to drink daily, and I realized it caught up to me. I basically went from when I was running my company at its largest. I had 8 employees, and I was working all the time, and I was just putting out fires, basically. Right? Something is always wrong when you have hundreds of customers and a bunch of employees. So I found myself in the center of a machine that I built for myself that was making me miserable, and I was drinking every day. So I kind of changed my whole life in the last 3 years or so. I recommitted to my physical health. I improved my mental health. I switched to drinking once a week. But actually, I've taken a month off now because I'm trying to pass the Jeopardy test. You know the show?
The Jeopardy test.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So the show has a no alcohol policy?
No, it's strictly to improve my cognitive function. So I get smarter, and I think people get smarter when they abstain from alcohol or minimize it. At least in my... I'll give you an example.
So are you telling me that if I quit drinking, I'll be unbeatable at risk?
You'll probably be better. You'll probably be better. You'll probably notice your game improve. I'm not even kidding. Here, I'll give you a concrete example, Buck. So the Jeopardy test is 50 questions. Okay. So you have to answer 50 questions, and you get a minute each, or less than that. Sorry, you get like less than half a minute. You get like a couple seconds to answer each question. And over the years, I was very consistent at 34 out of 50. Year over year, I get the same score, and that's not quite good enough to get on the show. And then last year I took it, but right before COVID, and I got 40 out of 50 on all 3 of my practice tests. So that's the difference, I think, in cognitive improvement from switching from drinking daily to drinking once a week.
Can you send me a link of this Jeopardy test thingy? I want to see how I go. Because,
you can take it right now. I will.
The IQ tests I find quite boring.
Sure. Are you good at Jeopardy?
Because... Nah, I'm okay at Jeopardy.
You have your subjects.
So, what I do for mental stimulation, obviously, with cognitive thinking, etc., is risk.
Yeah.
But what I do for tests and stuff wise is I regularly will take a IQ test from the Mensa group.
Okay.
And I regularly score in top 1%.
Sure.
You know, so I am ADD, so there are times when, you know, ADD's kicked in and I'm firing on more than 8 cylinders and stuff like that, and I'll score high 180s, even 192 once. But most of the time, I'm somewhere, you know, on any given normal functioning day, I'm somewhere around about the 160 to 165. So, you know, I play around with those tests just to assess my cognitive thinking and rationale, thought processes, etc.
Is that available on their website? Mensa?
I don't know if it's free. I don't know if it's free for the general public, but when I was 16, I was given a lifetime membership.
Nice.
Which I decided that I didn't want to take when they allowed me into Mensa, and then they set a coded message, which was obviously military, using algorithms, etc. And they said, "Oh, here, we want you to decode this." And I was like, I just paid $900 to become Mensa, and this was back in the early 90s.
Yeah.
And now you want me to work for free for the government?
Yeah.
No, get nicked. Like, no, I'm not playing this game.
Well, you assume I'm an intelligent person. Why would I do something like that? Work for free.
Yeah. Like, come on. You should, you know. But they do it with younger people regularly because younger people are more subject to the ability of bragging rights.
Sure. They still have something to prove.
Yeah.
I feel like your attitude, you really don't have anything to prove.
When I first joined Discord, considering the circumstances of me joining, there was a certain static of proof that I needed to do.
Sure.
You know, so I came in, you know, it was quite public that, hey, I'm banned, what the fuck, you know, because I posted it, like, what does this code mean? And everybody knew what the code meant. So, you know, I had something that I had to prove. So I came in hot, you know, like anybody does, you know. I didn't claim to be the best. I just came in hot. Like, come on, let's play. Let's do this. Let's make a fire, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because the best way to get recognized is by starting a fire, because everybody comes when they see a fire. But the beauty of this situation is I came in, I started playing top level players, and I remember my first game. My very first game had Ares in it.
Yes.
And my very first move, I went and hit Ares Capital.
Okay.
And he chucked the shits and cracked it. Oh, you remember blah 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 blah, you know. But what that did is it got me noticed.
Yes.
And you know, even now, Aries don't like me that much, and I don't blame him. You know, because that was a hard way to fight. He just happened to be the closest. So nothing against him for, you know, any of that sort of stuff. You know, it is what it is. So I'm not upset that he's got certain issues, but you know, that fire that you light, you know, I try a few different tactics, you know, and I love fog games, and you've probably heard of Buck's backups. You know, there'll be times where I've got double what you see on my cap hidden away somewhere that nobody knows where it is, what it's doing, what it's up to. And people are afraid of running into the backups.
Yes.
And, you know, especially harmless. And that's probably my only real threat with harmless is that.
Something more could be hidden in the fog if you break it.
Yeah.
It's good psychology, man.
Yeah.
This is
It
such an interesting conversation. I didn't even want to interfere, honestly.
oh look,
Interrupt, I mean interrupt. Yeah.
yeah. Well, you actually hit the nail on the head there with what you said, Peter, with psychology.
Oh, yeah.
There is a massive amount of psychology in this game.
Yes.
And that's how you manipulate people.
Well, so let's take the round 3 settings, for example. So I kind of derived what you're talking about for myself as a strategy for fixed caps in fog, right? I put out a video yesterday, the title of which is called the Inverse Pyramid Scheme. So basically the idea is you have a thin outer border and a medium strength middle, and then a really strong interior, right?
Yep.
So as your opponents push into you, they get progressively demoralized.
Yes.
Which was effectively enough to win the game, at least for me, on those settings.
Yep.
Because you can't communicate. So what do, right? You're playing each person individually. And once they push into you, you call it Buck's backups. I like that. It's a great term.
They got famous with Buck's backups because all my backups were hidden in an area. And then I just started bringing them forward. So I had like 200 that Harmless could see, and he was assuming that I was fighting a battle. And I was leaving somebody alive in an area, card swapping with them, doing a few other bits and pieces back when it was only 60 troops. Progressive.
Prog maxed out.
But, so what I ended up doing in the end was, when I finally decided I had enough of fighting this other person, I wiped him out. And then Harmless was like, oh yeah, he's got, he's expended all of his troops. So I went, yeah, okay, no dramas. And then I stacked up next to his capital, and I brought one stack of my backups over, which he was not going to hit. So it was like, I went from 200 that he could see to like 700. And then he went, oh shit. But I had 2 other caps back there that had troops on them. So then I went, okay, well, I don't need that capital defended because it's behind another capital. So, okay, now I bring over another 500 troops. So now I've got, 800 troops next to a 200 troop capital. And he went, oh, fuck this. So I took that capital. And then I brought over the rest of my backups from my other capitals, because now I had 1 capital, or 3 capitals, and I only had to defend 1. And I had like 900 troops on it. And then Harmless just went, oh no, you've won this game. Like, because he knew how many troops he had. He only had like 250. And then Harmless told Stove what my stack was. And Stove went, yep, no worries. Yep, just come and get all the caps. Because everybody else had been fighting. And I was just like, I didn't have a fight, because I already had the other capital. I was just swapping cards. So it was, now all of a sudden I've accrued this massive army, and they just went and hid in corners, and I went through and I just wiped the board. And then it was a Lucy game, so there was a lot of spectators there at the time. So it was so easy to use that as a psychology point. And I still use it as a psychology point to this day sometimes. Especially with Harmless.
It's good once you get to know people, right? They become more predictable. They're like bots. Once you get to know your friends and how they play, you can reliably, I guess what you're saying too, not only can you predict, but you can also manipulate.
Yes. Except Harmless. Harmless is, every new manipulation tactic I get, Harmless learns. So I have to learn different manipulation tactics every time I want to play Harmless.
Sure.
Because I can never use the same manipulation tactic on Harmless twice.
Well, that would be, if true, quite a compliment.
Oh yeah, Harmless is almost Nemesis material for me. And this is why me and Harmless banter about it, and it's why me and Harmless have such a close, we banter so much about who wins and who's above who and who, that sort of stuff, because we are we consider each other pretty much nemesis of each other.
I wish I had a nemesis.
I will be your nemesis, no problem.
Nah, you're my boy, Parlox. You're my sidekick. How could you be my nemesis?
I don't have a problem with your nemesis too. I can be your nemesis and sidekick, can't I?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So, Buck, let me ask you this: if you were to...
So what do
You go, Parlox.
No, you.
So, what I wanted to know, just getting back to what we were talking about, just the negativity online. Like, if beginners or newer players were listening to this, what would you tell them? What would you give them as advice?
For what?
Maybe attitude, maybe strategy, something like. If you're new to the game, like put yourself in the novice mindset. What are the most important things to teach someone who's, just starting about the game of Risk?
Don't be... The best advice I can say is don't be arrogant. Be confident, know your value and accept your value for what it is. And use that to gain your own reputation and your own standpoints in games. Because knowing your own value is the most important. And you got to be honest and realistic with it. You don't lie to yourself about it. And once you have your own realistic net worth that you can hold on to as your own and call your own, you will then form your own personality in Risk. And you will notice that you improve. Because you're noticing your own self-worth. You have the ability to recognize where you can improve, what you need to do or what you can do to be better, etc., etc. And I know my limitations. I know what I'm good at. I know what I suck at, and that's why I do things like target the top 100. Because by doing so, it increases a certain level of self-worth that I have for myself.
So you form a large part of your identity around the idea that you're good? That you're a strong player?
No, I form a large part of my identity based on the fact that I acknowledge my weaknesses and my own strengths independently.
You're self-critical.
Yes, very much so. And that is how a person improves.
Yep.
If you do not criticize yourself, if you have no understanding of self-worth, how do you improve? Because you already think you're the best.
Right. So, how is it possible to get an objective measure of one's skill, one's self-worth, however you think about it? How do you go about getting... because we're inside of ourselves. We have our...
Yeah. You bastard.
He's trying to instigate.
He didn't want me to have that even number. This is him playing his psychology games with me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I agree. I try desperately to find some semblance of objectivity when viewing myself through whatever lens we're analyzing, but it's extremely difficult to do so.
Yes.
Right? It's extremely difficult to be honest with yourself.
A lot of people find that, yes.
You don't?
I don't find that being critical to myself a difficult task.
Okay. What's the secret, man? What's the secret sauce?
I don't think there is one. It's just a desire to constantly improve. That desire of constant improvement within one's own mindset is all it takes. If you know what I mean.
I think I agree with Pete from the perspective that sometimes I'm overcritical to myself, and sometimes I'm not critical enough because I can look at it uh, easily only through my own lens. So I can't really tell what's the right how critical I should be towards myself. So sometimes, as I said.
Oh, look, you're young. You'll find that balance yourself at some point. It comes through a lot of self-evaluation. So it's not something that you're going to learn or pick up, tomorrow or the next day. It's definitely a case of something that, comes
Maybe it
over
is so.
time.
Yeah, I've found that as well. I can attest to that being true. That it does come with time, but it's not something that just comes either. It's something that you have to really honestly work on and ask yourself the tough questions. At least for me, right? I'm
Yeah.
right. People have their head up their own ass a ton in their lives, right? They lie to themselves about everything, and
Yes.
that's the norm.
It is. It is
Denial's
very
not just a
much
river in
so.
Egypt, right?
No, it's not. And you're very much right on the money with that. That's why I said you've got to make sure that you're honest. Now you see, Harmless knows what's coming because you see what Harmless has on his second cap. So he's gone and changed it intentionally because he knew what was coming. So you see how I've made him get rid of the 666 he had on his cap. He knows that that's a bad number for me.
I love that. You might as well manual Cowboys cap since he has 1,000 on both. You don't want those numbers, right?
Oh, I don't care what he's got. Either he can have what he has. I'm not going to argue with him.
Only Harmon, right?
No. It's anybody with 666 on their cap gets rolled.
Why then?
Because I don't like the devil's number.
Oh, fair enough. So at this point, he knows if he has 666, it's game over for him.
No, I just go over and slow roll it.
Yeah, which is game over for him.
Okay.
What are you doing, Pete? You sound like you're doing something physically taxing.
Well, this whole game is physically taxing.
It's not that bad.
No, it's pretty chill, man. It's pretty chill. I do enjoy looking at Cowboys' 2,000-point caps, though. That's exciting. So eventually someone's going to make a mistake, right?
Yeah. Well, see, Cowboy has now made a mistake.
Okay.
Because he did not read what I was actually, like, my actual plan.
Sure.
So my actual plan was to stop him from getting this entirely.
It's a good plan.
It is a good plan, I agree. If it's good, it's not bad.
It's better than bad.
Well, what I did, though, if you notice, is the whole setup of me doing that was I allowed him to take territories, which meant that his capitals cannot hit me.
Right.
Yes.
So you see how I moved over slowly, little by little, and let him close those doors so he can't get to me owning that over there?
So what you're saying is if I let him get to you, that would be bad, or?
Well, he's not going to go over and hit 1,000 stack either.
I hope he does.
Maybe he will.
I hope he does.
So now, Pete has the most troops. Interesting.
Good.
Yeah, good for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, he's gone and got that out of my way.
Ooh, he's letting you take the North Island.
Which is quite the decision, I think. I don't know, I just wanted to say that.
Oh, yes. Quite a decision.
It is.
The match point is over 300.
Yeah.
What's
so
that?
tell me, why did you keep a 173 there last time? In a block
So that
state?
way I could fortify it to here, where it is. So that way I can continue to get cards, and by the time I get cards and a proper trade-in, I will be in a situation where then I got a 600 stack or something over there that somebody has to go through to get it.
I mean the time before that you had a
Yeah, it was so that
1,001.
way. It was so that way I didn't have to fortify on the time of attack.
I see. Okay, that makes sense.
It was purely just a time-saving exercise.
Yeah, that makes sense. I usually don't care about saving time that way because, I'm on PC, so it's very easy to take a lot of stuff quickly, so don't worry about that.
No, I am not doing that.
Yeah, I know, I just...
No.
told you.
I wasn't. I had trade-in, but I wasn't going to use it because I've got 2 bonus cards.
Wait, 2 wildcards, that's very...
Yeah.
Okay.
I
think,
saved my wild cards.
Yeah, same. I think most good players do. I think I had two wildcards in a game twice in the last month. So it's pretty rare since I play a lot.
So, like, hypothetically, what happens when nobody makes a mistake?
Somebody always
no,
makes a mistake.
Oh, then what was that game that you had 11 hours with Stove and Harness?
So, it turned out to be somebody eventually made a mistake.
No, so what I heard is someone brought it out, and then the game ended that way, not a mistake. Am I wrong?
Oh yeah, there was definitely a bot out, which added things, but the mistake is that because the game was in fog, I ended up in a situation where I either hit the bot or card blocks, or like Stove had me card blocked. So it was either I hit the bot to get a card or I don't. So I was stuck in a situation where I literally had to hit the bot.
I see. So that was your human error.
That was my human error. I allowed that to happen.
A lot of sense. Because you are one of the worst players in the world when it comes to cat.
Got him.
It's well known.
It's well known. Sure.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. By the way, don't be offended. I'm just.
Oh, I'm not offended.
He already told you that you're on his list, Parlox.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
Buck's gonna get you.
I might just get sniped tomorrow. I'm scared, honestly.
Why are you scared? There's nothing to be scared
Because,
of.
I'm on your list. I might just get sniped tomorrow. I don't feel like getting sniped.
No, you're not gonna get sniped. Not by me.
Yay.
You know why you're not gonna get sniped by me? Because you did what you did what you had to do to avoid getting sniped.
I see.
Which is?
All
Yeah,
you have
but
to
you might just tell all your sniper friends to snipe me.
All your sniper
Nah.
friends. What are the rules, Buck? What are the rules that people have to play by, according to you?
Um, well, if you make it in the top 100, I'm going to play you one way or another.
Yeah.
Now, if they're on Discord, um, it's an open invite. Come over, play me, play with friends. It doesn't affect your rank. Let's play nice. And that works for a lot of people. If they're not on Discord, I will approach them in the game with my main account. If they kick my main account 3 times, um, then I go and I start creating with. Well, no, I got my own accounts, but I start using my various alt accounts of different levels, and different appearances to get them to play. So I've got alt accounts even at a master, and I will use those accounts to go in and hit these people. But my master account, well, one of my master accounts only appears to be a master account, when in fact it's actually a novice account. It just looks like it would be a master account.
Because you got
If you know what I
huge
mean.
win streak.
It's not a huge win streak, but
Yeah.
it is a win streak that hold on, I'm in the middle of my game trying to
Mm-hmm.
it is a
I
win
see what.
it is a number of games and a number of things to make it appear that I'm better than, or make it appear that it's better than what the stats are. So
Yeah, I
they
see what.
play this assuming that I'm like a master, but in fact it's actually had so many lost games in a row because I won a lot of games in a row, and then I went to make it look. So I've got like 60 wins or 70 wins in a row. I think, I can't remember what it is, but then I went and lost like 20 in a row.
Yeah.
So I 1v1'd this account until it got like 80 games, all winning. And then I just went and would randomly join a fuck ton of games and just quit. So that way I lose or win or whatever, it doesn't matter. It took me no time at all. And now it just looks like a normal master sort of styled skilled account. But the reality is if you play it and I beat you, it's going to hurt. And it's going to hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so why? That's the how. What's the why?
Because these people refuse to play me.
Why?
So
Why must
now
they?
because they noob hunt, or they hunt specific targets. So I create accounts for their targets. And the whole point of this entire exercise is so that way I can learn from these people.
What what if they play only their own alts so that they gain free rank? In that way.
Well, then if they only play their own alts, they're obviously a cheater and they're going to get caught
I mean, yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. 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 I just.
So
No,
you see
the
Harmless over
idea.
here stacking up.
Yeah. What's he gonna do?
He's doing this because he wants to come at me.
Yeah. Getting juicy. So soon, Harmless might just have 1,266. Is that enough to warrant manual? I wonder. I guess not. Anyways, so I have a question, Buck.
Yep.
Today in the tournament game, I saw it happened to YouTube. So basically, why is it possible to lose more when you roll with troops from cap than in normal province? For example, you just rolled 1,200 on one and you lost 5 troops. I did today in the tournament game and I lost 6 on one, doing something like 200 on one. And the province I attacked wasn't even a cap, but I used the troops from cap. So why is that a thing?
There's so say for example if you roll a 4v1 in normal balance blitz, that's a guaranteed win. But when you use a larger stack to attack, like a 1, you can lose a 6 or a 7. I don't know the algorithms and the random number generators to be able to cope with that, but what I do
So it's
know
not
is
related
that
to the cap, right?
it's not related to the cap. It's related to the number of troops that are there and a few other things that go into it. I don't know 100% what they are, unfortunately. And I have asked devs in relation to that, and they just keep telling me that they're going to put their risk odds up, like their blitz odds and dice roll odds up at a later date.
Yeah. That's interesting because I never really thought about it, but yeah, it's strange how you can lose more if you use a big stat. Wow.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I don't have the answer for that.
Like, think about it. Let's say in a real life situation, in a war, you have 400 people fighting 100. There's a good chance some of the 400 will die, but most likely they will win, right? But then you do 100,000 against 100 people. Easily the 100,000 people will die, will win, I mean. Easily those 100,000 people will win. And how many of them will die? Most likely around 10, 20, if a lot of them die, like, you know, because it's so many that they would easily overwhelm. But like, according to SMG, if it's 100,000 versus 100, more will die than if it's 400 then versus 100.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make it seem to compare it to a real life situation. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, look, I get what you're saying. It doesn't make sense, but it is what it is, and I don't understand it. But it's got to do with troop counts and other things. So, all right, what's Harmless gonna do here?
Nothing.
Yeah, he's not gonna do anything. Don't worry about it.
Nobody's doing anything.
No, Harmless is planning on taking me. He's gonna use that 1800. He just remember. Harmless just wants to beat me.
Okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't care if he wins this game or not. He just wants to beat me.
How sure are you of that?
So I've got to... I'm positive. This is Harmless. He's predictable.
He's predictable.
He's not going to use it. He's not going to use it to hit somebody else. He's going to use it to hit me.
If you're so sure.
Yeah, if you're so sure, then prove it.
He will, eventually. It's not in my cards to prove it.
Fair enough.
I can tell you right now, if I was to open that cap by hitting down with the 555, he would come up and he would hit me.
Right.
He probably wouldn't hit. Like if I took that 555, opened his cap and brought the 555 back, I would lose the 555. But if I moved that 555 up to the 1400, he wouldn't hit that.
Of course not. That's way too much.
Yeah, that's way too much for sure. That's not worth it at this point.
I don't know. Who screws up? Does Cowboy screw up?
No.
I don't know who screws up yet.
Do I screw up?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Okay.
Right now it's a nice, easy little. I'm not going to call it a stalemate because we are not at stalemate criteria, but
balance.
We're at balance.
What is the stalemate criteria, please?
It means that nobody is getting a card. It means that nobody can make a move other than like just getting a card. So say you've got 4 capitals stuck in one area and they're all hitting the same territory to get a card. That's a stalemate.
So at that point, everyone is stuck and no one can do any move no matter what.
Yep, that's a stalemate.
Except suicide, obviously.
Yep, that's a stalemate. And a lot of people would consider this a stalemate but this is not a stalemate. And I'll show you why this is not a stalemate on my next move.
Oh, Buck's gonna make a move. I'm ready. I'm excited to see.
Can't wait for the sets to get to 10,000, honestly.
They're not going to get
It's
that
gonna
high.
take a long time.
They stop at like 2,455, I think. Or
Oh, they actually
something.
do stop. They actually do stop.
Yeah, they
do.
stop
They
around
do.
if I remember correctly, they stop at 2,485.
Huh. Why?
Yeah. I don't know. Probably some coding thingy.
Because SMG isn't willing to roll that many iterations of dice.
I guess so.
You can't let the numbers get too large.
Yeah. No, in
Something
coding
along
they're
those lines,
always
probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, it
no,
would
only
require a
when
lot of
it's coding.
computational power after a certain point.
So basically, in coding there are always limits, and sometimes it seems like random numbers, like 2,485. But in coding, if you look at that number, I'm sure it will be a lot more obvious why they stop at that number.
Yeah, there's some significance to it.
Exactly. They won't just stop randomly at some number that there's a good reason to that. I give an example. You know how there are always gigabyte in memory and stuff like that in computers. It's always in powers of 4, like 16, 8, 64, 32, stuff like that. There's a good reason. If you look at the coding, there's a good reason why they do that way.
And what's the reason?
I don't feel like explaining it right now. It's not really the time for a lecture.
I see.
Yeah.
So what are you working on right now, Buck? Game-wise?
You'll see.
No, not like in this game. Like in general. I saw you started making YouTube videos.
Yeah, I have made a few YouTube videos, but my focus for those is purely to demonstrate to people. Okay, he wants to come up and piss me off.
Yeah.
We are stirring up the pots. Looks like Cowboy's losing patience first, eh? Okay.
Yeah, it does seem like
Ooh.
it is. At least you didn't unblock your 2,000 from the bottom.
Let's see what Cowboy wants to do.
Ooh, 33, that's nice. And since I'm worth 400 by this point, that's insane. Very rarely it happens to me. I know it probably happens all the time to you, back, since you play so many cats.
Not that often, but let's see what Harmless does here.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't have to do much, but let's see what Harmless does here.
Pete Suicide and harmless right now.
Sure.
Trust me.
Trust me. I can't trust you anymore. You're gonna get me in trouble.
Come on, I just want you to Suicide and harmless. I want to see him lose. For you and me, seeing harmless lose is a win.
Why does everyone have it out for Harmless?
Nobody has it out for Harmless. It's just me.
Oh. I don't know. It sure looks like Stove does too.
Yeah. No, I hate.
But you see what I did to Cowboy there? Is Cowboy came over, put a heap in my bit, and went, I don't like you having that. And then he did it when I had a trade-in. So
That was a big
I come over and I say, that's not nice. And he can't use his stack to get me. And he has no cards. So I break his bonus. He's not happy with me. And he's not really going to hit anything except for that 25 there, which is kind of, whatever. It is what it is.
Anyways.
Harmless might start putting some pressure on.
Ooh.
Yep, I told you it's going to start putting some pressure on.
Pete, I told you to do that. You didn't listen to me. If you suicided on Harmless, you wouldn't do that.
I know, I should have suicided into Harmless.
Yeah, I told you. So pretty much the relation between me and Harmless, how it works, is it's hate-love relationship. Sometimes I hate him, sometimes I love him.
Have you got a set, Peter?
I don't know, do I?
Just click on the card button, Pete. I want to see.
You want to see if I have a set, Parlox?
Please do.
Oh, if you didn't have a set, I would have given you a card.
Huh. Interesting. Wait, I'm sorry, I just, someone went into my room. So, did someone just die, or am I just, I'm confused.
No, nobody died.
Okay, yeah, I just, didn't look at what was going on for a minute, and didn't really, I didn't remember how many died.
No, nobody died. No, Harmless tried to make a power move, and Pete,
I see what you mean.
Pete fought back.
Fuck that.
And now Pete said, no.
No.
No. What Pete just said was that fuck. That's what he said.
I said no. I said nice try.
No, he just firmly said you're not going to card block me.
No thanks.
And I just firmly said he will card block you.
No, he can card block me, but it's going to cost him more than that.
Listen, Peter. Listen.
He wants to card block me. It's going to cost him his cap.
No, listen.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Yes.
You know, the cost of being a good person can sometimes cost you the game.
Agreed.
And you know, in this case, in order to be a good person, you had to let him come. That's the good deed right there.
Explain.
You know, because if you did, then you make him feel better, and that's something that a good person. And you know, you do want to be a good person, so let him card block you.
I find your logic wanting.
What? No way.
Parlox, you consider... Oh, interesting. Okay.
I love that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, he did well, too, eh? He didn't, what's it called? He didn't have to overextend. Yeah.
No, I'm serious.
I was expecting this.
That's the good deal right there to suicide and come with cup.
See, I was expecting this. He's going to put 1,000 up there, and he's going to card block me. So I'm going to let him play his game.
No game fear.
No. I'm going to let him play that game. Because I'm going to put a world of fear in him right now.
Oh, you're going to scare his cap? You are. You're going to scare his cap. Interesting.
Nah. Not even.
Not even. Huh.
Not even a little bit scare his cap just yet.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I'm going to make him think. Because now he has a 1,100 cap with a 4,100 cap and access. And Harmless is sitting here going, holy shit, as well.
Yeah, go for it, Pete. You will eventually succeed if you try enough times. Yeah. You just have to be, you know what they say,
Better lucky than good?
Maybe that, yeah, I don't know. Wow. Okay. Well, this is the end. Pete, you're dead.
No, he's not.
Not even
No,
remote.
he's not.
Yeah,
Not even remotely
he's dead.
dead.
Pete, you're dead. Anyways, I gotta go to dinner. I'll see you if you're still going on with this game. I'll see you in about 20 minutes.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah, no worries.
Thanks for stopping
Easy.
by.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem. I hope I can return and know you again with your captain.
Sounds good,
All
Parlox.
right,
Talk to you
so
later.
Pete has made another strong move.
Well, it is what it is. He can continue to decide the outcome of this game, but I have to play correctly because I owe it to myself to not make mistakes, right?
Yep.
If Harmless wants to decide the outcome, that's his prerogative. I've definitely played around the Kill Pete strategy once or twice in my life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I really think Parlox has improved a lot. Or rather, he improves very quickly. I see a lot of greatness in him. I take your point about...
I agree.
I take your point about diversity of skills, but for someone to be where he's at that age just piqued my interest immediately.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, don't hit my threes. See how I still have myself open to his cap?
Yep.
He has 1,700 on there because he knows he's afraid a little bit.
Yeah, but Cowboy's in the driver's seat again. Because Harmless decided to eliminate 1,000 of my troops.
Yeah, but what is he going to do with them?
Cowboy, I don't know. I don't know if anybody sees the outcome yet. Yeah, so you were going to tell me about why you started making work on YouTube.
That it was purely just a way of showing people who think that certain things can't happen. So I'm just trying to give them a certain level of extra understanding regarding the game.
You care more than I do. Like, these people seem hopeless. They seem like they're too dumb to listen. Am I missing something?
And no.
Okay.
No, you're not actually.
So then why do you care?
I agree 100% on that.
Yeah. Why do you care, man?
Why do I care?
Yes.
Because if I can help somebody, why shouldn't I?
Because it's hopeless. Because you're actually wasting your time.
Am I?
No, but I think this is the actual crux of where I don't agree. Right? I see you as trying and banging your head against a wall to help people who don't want to be helped. They want to complain. They actually want to, though. They don't want the strategic advice. They want a place.
No, they
want
to continue to suck.
Right.
And that's, but the thing is that they're so well noticed and recognized because they're the loudest squeaky wheel.
Okay.
Now, how many people do you think are watching them? How many people do you think are listening to them? Because they're just so noisy.
And it snowballs.
Social media promotes that and encourages it.
Right.
So if I can go in and rebuttal exactly what they say and do, then all of a sudden they lose traction.
You know what? Your skills at caps pay off because you're a more patient man than me trying to do something like that. Right? It just doesn't sound like something that I could like. This is what I'm doing right here is my answer. My thoughts are here. I've constructed this work now. I have 150 games on YouTube.
Yeah.
Don't ask me questions about the rules. Don't waste my time. Watch, learn. You know, it's all there. If you want it, and if you don't want it, that's cool too. But you have to be honest with yourself, right? The bitching, and like someone in a Reddit thread once said to me, I actually just want to bitch, and that was like a light bulb went off in my brain. It's like, oh, I've been trying to solve a problem for a person who doesn't want the problem solved. They actually just want to bitch.
Yeah. and that's not uncommon.
No. But it was just such a different perspective from how I normally approach problem solving that it made me sort of step back and be like, well, then why is Buck... That's exactly what I was so curious about. Why does Buck have the patience to continually repeat himself with his fake GM nonsense? Right?
I don't know. I don't necessarily have the patience to do it. I have the determination to do it.
Sure. Okay.
Because it raised every time I see it, the hairs stand up on the back of my neck, and this, that, and the other, and it's not a pleasurable job.
No.
But if somebody doesn't do it, what does that do to the game and the community that I love and have so much admiration for?
I don't
Because
know.
I'll be honest with you, I would not be whatever number I am in the world. I would not be the Grandmaster. I would not be the player that I am if it wasn't for the rest of every other player in the game.
Yeah, that's so true. Well, what did you get to rank wise?
My highest that I've earned has been about 23.
Okay.
No, 19. 19.
Okay.
But I fluctuate mostly between sort of 23 and 28 or something like that. But that's just because I quit grinding. And I'll be honest, the current alien abduction glitch is definitely the reason why.
Have you had it happen?
I'm not. Oh, mate, I can replicate it with ease on Steam.
I haven't had it happen.
I've had it happen on iPad as well.
Okay.
So yeah, I've had it happen.
Am I just lucky for not having it, or?
Well, it comes down to the way that you attack and moves, etc., etc.
Okay.
But you're not a fast attacker. It is mostly associated with fast attacks, and then even more so, it's far more common when you're dealing with hundreds of digits, which means that you need to be in a bigger, long game. So it tends to be more common in longer games with higher level players that actually end up with 300-400 stacks.
Mm-hmm.
But that said, I've had it happen with a 4v1. I've had it happen with like 8v2s and things like that as well. So it's not exactly like it's an uncommon glitch.
And you're not willing to risk your rank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Anybody that is willing to risk their rank over something like that is silly in my books.
Well, I've been playing ranked since the update, but it has not happened to me at all.
Well,
not
you're
once.
one of the lucky ones, then.
I guess. Okay.
But you're gonna see something here now.
All right.
You're gonna be like, be like, what the fuck? Why?
I'm ready.
And you remember what I was saying about planning for the future?
Sure.
So, when I plan for the future, I do things like this.
Excellent.
And I lost a lot more than I should have on that.
You lost a lot.
It is what it is. And Harmless is going to come over and steal the cap off me anyway. Because that's what Harmless does. But he knew that was coming. Why do you think he didn't put any more troops on that? Oh, I ran out of time.
Uh-oh.
Go on, go get a cap.
I mean, I kind of have to, right?
Yep. Because you know that there's only one game me and Harmless are playing for.
Yeah, who dies first?
Yeah. You also realize that you can no longer hold that bottom continent.
Oh, well. I wouldn't dream of it.
But yeah, I roll and I look at that roll, and that was a big hit. I lost 26.97 hitting a 1,500.
Well, that's going to push this game to its inevitable conclusion, won't it?
Yes.
At least something happened.
Yep.
Yeah, let's get back to talking about the community, because, like, I'm new here, right? But I've always been good at building groups of community, at least amongst people that I want, to be friends with. So
Yeah.
I really do want to be a positive influence. But I also don't want to waste my time.
Yep. Well, if by being a positive influence, no matter if it falls on deaf ears or not,
Yeah.
for 99 people, if it falls on one willing person's ears,
Yeah.
then it's not a wasted time.
Sure. But they got to be willing. That's, I guess, the part that my faith.
Only one person has to be willing.
Yeah.
Oh, Harmless.
That surprised you?
Somewhat. Not as much as I thought it would, but it did a little bit.
Okay.
So this guy's saying that no. Cowboy's now saying this is my continent.
Yeah, well, you guys fight over there. That is fine by me.
Whatever he puts and pisses on my fence, he's gonna not hold that continent.
He's gonna regret it, eh?
Oh, he's not gonna hold that continent. Oh, is that all he wants to put in there when I get a card trade in? Really? That's all you want to put there?
Show him.
That's all. That's all you want to put there? No.
Oh, yeah.
That is my continent.
I see.
You will not hold one if you want to take it. Harmless will come over and break it again, though, I think. No, he didn't. Okay. 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 Let him play this game. Let him play this game. I can always walk around another pattern. I am fine for. Jeez.
Rough rolls.
Yeah, all of them, except that one. It's okay. But his roll on my cap was so good. Because he did a partial roll. And he only lost 500 troops. I lost 286. So that was actually a pretty decent hit.
So tell me something about the community. Because, again, I'm new here, but it seems like most people are quite young, eh?
There is a large young population here.
Is SMG investing in growing players?
SMG is a business module, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't.
Oh, Jesus.
He doesn't. Yeah.
Oh.
He doesn't want me to hold this.
Okay.
That is fine by me, but I am gonna hold this, whether you like it or not.
Or you
And
die
quit,
trying.
When you want to quit fighting me,
Yeah.
then I'll quit breaking your shit. Let me hold it. But now Harmless is stuck in a situation where Harmless is loving this.
Oh, yeah.
Because Harmless knows that. But now Harmless is just gonna. If Harmless wants to do what he wants to do, he's just gonna come over, hit me, kill me, and be done. But I'm not interested in fighting Cowboy. But he's interested in fighting me.
Right. Well, then I win.
For no reason. Now you get another cap. Oh, he's gonna wipe me out.
Good game, Buck.
Oh, alright. But now see,
I
Cowboy
win. Yeah.
can't do anything.
No. All right, let's go. Now, you know what? I shouldn't even go for the other cap, right?
No. No, Harmless is gonna get one or another.
That's true. All right. Well, 3 ain't bad. Didn't want to get greedy.
No, but you've also got 5,000 troops.
Yep. Don't think they can beat me.
No. Well, Harmless is gonna give it a good go.
Is he?
Yeah.
Cool. Cowboy gave up. He decided the kill Buck strategy was the answer.
Oh, look, everybody, I told you at the beginning of the game, I'm like the #1 target for everybody.
Sure.
See, now he's at you.
Yep.
Because you took his cap.
Well, I wasn't going to not take his cap.
No. So what you do is you don't hold a continent.
Yep.
Oh, you can try and hold the one on the bottom right. Yeah, there you go.
I'm good.
Yeah, I would have used your 4 to break his, though.
No. Why antagonize a man who's shown willingness to suicide?
Because he can't hit you?
Yeah, sure. Can't hit me this turn.
Well, you can hit your 2075, but that's it.
If he wants. Yeah, Harmless is loving this, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was asking you about the community.
Yeah. So the community for me. Oh, what's
just
he
a
doing?
little, just a little peck. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So the community for me is where it's at. It's all about supporting each other and for the good of everybody. And that is the vast majority of Discord, believe it or not, is like that. There's so many people willing to help other people improve. That is just, I find it so respectful in that aspect. It's such an admirable state to be in.
Yes.
It's nowhere else do you really find this. You don't find it on Facebook, absolutely.
No.
And the community really likes to come together. See, he's just, I don't know what Harmless and him are talking about, but they're doing some talking.
Well, Harmless wins in this exchange eventually.
Yep.
That's fine. So at least something happened.
Yep. I didn't expect it to come from Cowboy, though.
No?
I expected it to come from Harmless.
Maybe they're talking.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me browse the other Discord servers and see if they are actually talking. Oh, jeez, I get lots of pings. Hold on. Let me go see if they're in the other.
You're a popular guy.
Yeah, Harmless, Nick, Bull, Bernie, and Boomer in the other one. Cowboy's not in there talking that I can see.
So do you think the community, how big does this community get? Right?
Well, the numbers are far blown out, but there's 60 some. Hold on, let me just look at it. There's 67,000 members in the Risk Discord, plus 1,800 in the Facebook community. Now, when you deal with the overlaps and this, that, and the other, you can probably take, say, 500 out of that.
Okay.
And then you start looking at how many people are active versus how many people are just, sitting there doing nothing. And you got to look at, our reality in Discord is there's probably only maybe 2,500 active, like that read it and log in regularly, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
So 2,500 people that are actively either looking or doing something in the Risk Discord community is pretty substantial.
Yes.
Deduction in numbers. But you've also got a number of people in the Risk community that are in other servers that very rarely attend the main Risk server as well, due to almost inconsequential arguments between either moderators or not wise moderation choices and other things. So there's some personal issues there. But nobody's perfect. Not everybody gets along. But there's 2,500 people that really sit down and talk to each other, play games. There's a big influx of new players recently, which is phenomenal.
From COVID.
What's that?
From COVID. All this extra time.
Well, yeah, from COVID, but during the COVID peak, we were getting a larger active base per day, and our regulars were much higher. But currently, as we are now, we're just kind of sitting there. Ooh, okay.
I think he's done.
Yeah, I think he's done too. He's just trying to piss people off. Does he slow? Oh no, he didn't slow roll that one. He's waiting for you to hit him so that way Harmless wins. I think.
But why would I do that?
I think he's just antagonizing.
He's trying to. I think he's testing me.
Yeah, I think so too. Either that, or he knows that I'm in here with the interview with you, and
he just wants to keep it going.
He's trying to play, thinking that you're going to be coached by me and things like that. But I'm letting you do your own thing.
I mean, I feel like I have this game unless Cowboy gets me, right? Well, I guess Harmless is close.
Yeah.
Cowboy has cost me a lot of troops to balance it out again. But as soon as it becomes a 1v1...
you are playing against Harmless, though. And, Harmless is a very formidable player.
Sure.
So I wouldn't count your chickens.
No. I'm not trying to be cavalier. I'm just saying I currently have 800 more troops in him or something. I guess he's got a match though, so it's closer than that. Yeah, it's closer than that. I only have a slight lead.
Yeah, you've only got a few hundred troops.
Sure.
And then.
But that was Cowboys. That was Cowboys' decision.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, the community, man, it's all about the community. And there is a lot of negativity in the community, especially due to, there's a lot of people that are jealous or hold some sort of animosity towards the people that are higher ranked than them.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Giving up.
Yep.
Well, I spent a year. Almost. I spent say, I started in March, and then I got on the Discord for the Q1 tournament. So I spent the better part of a year getting really good at this game, or whatever you want to call it, right? I'm not trying to bloviate and tell you that I'm really good, but I feel like I can compete on the world-class level now, so we'll go with that, right?
Yep. Which I'll agree with.
Thank you. So if that's the case... now at least people can watch this work I'm doing on YouTube and put a tiny bit of weight to my words. I might know a little bit about what I'm talking about, But I had to do that first. I think the attitude people have where they're coming in and I am owed this win, or I lost this game because of X and Y, and very nice. I lost this game because of XYZ happened, but I deserve it because I'm so much better or whatever.
Yeah. There's a difference between confidence and arrogance, and most people don't understand that.
Sure.
And that's where a lot of issues lie. Is people misinterpreting confidence for arrogance.
Okay.
And, there's a lot of conflict that happens when people misinterpret other people's actions.
You know Hanlon's razor? Never attribute to malice what could be described as incompetence. Don't just assume people are out to get you.
Yeah. But the thing is you've heard of the small dog syndrome and things like that, correct?
Like Napoleon complex?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So you've got this attitude of people don't like it when other people are better than them,
Sure.
and they try to tear those people down any way they can. And unfortunately, within the risk community and in other aspects, people tend to do that. Um, if they can't beat them in the game, they try and beat them another way by tearing them down through negativity. And one of the things that gets me so riled up is when there's people that are so negative, and then they turn around and they say like, "Oh, I love this game."
Yeah.
And it's like, how can you love this game when you do nothing but ridicule it? You can't. It makes no sense that you say that you love this game and then ridicule it the way that you do.
Yes.
I'm back here. Are you still playing the game?
Yes. You want to see it again?
I'm not. I'm not.
Buck died.
Cowboy decided that he was gonna throw his game in order to get rid of me.
That's true.
That's really not. Doesn't sound fun, does it?
Oh look, I expected it from Harmless, not Cowboy, but it is what it is.
I see. The important thing is, did Harmless end up killing you, or was it Cowboy?
No,
Cowboy.
it was Cowboy killed me.
Cowboy gave away the balance in order to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well. I guess you win now, Pete.
Well, we're not there yet. Because Cowboy went off his cap for a turn. Harmless took his original cap, and then Cowboy took the other one back.
No, Harmless hit you when you took his cap.
Right.
And then
Didn't guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't guard.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice summary for everyone who didn't really concentrate or didn't skip the last part.
Oh, I'm concentrating, Parlox. I'm going to win this game, one way or another.
Well, the viewers aren't now already. Anyways, let's see what Cowboy does.
What did you have for dinner?
I had the schnitzels.
Ooh.
Why did he stop and not attack you?
Because I let him hold a continent.
Sure. Well, that might be the reason.
I let him hold a continent that doesn't matter.
Yeah, but see, he wanted to come over here with me. He wanted to hold 4 continents and me hold nothing.
Yes.
And I wasn't going to allow that. I wanted to hold something. I wanted something, even South Australia, which matters fuck all. But
Don't tell the people in Adelaide that.
I think the people of Adelaide know that. They don't need to be told.
Yeah, well then what does Perth matter?
You know that Perth holds like massive amounts of world records.
For what?
Well,
really?
yeah,
For what? Yeah.
you know that Perth holds the record for being the most isolated capital city in the world?
Yes. There's nothing around anywhere near Perth.
No, there's nothing.
It's the capital of Western Australia.
Yeah.
But how is the capital city? Please explain.
Of Western Australia. It's the capital of Western Australia.
Yeah.
Right? The state.
In my opinion, capitals of whole countries are the only ones that count.
You get to decide what counts, eh, Parlox?
No, I'm just saying my opinion. I never said I decide what counts. Because maybe I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that in Israel, each region or area doesn't have its own capital, so we have one capital for the whole country. It's Jerusalem. At least in our opinion, in Israel. Maybe in other countries it's a bit more disputed.
Yeah, but let's face it, this whole dispute between between Israel and everywhere else is just retarded anyway. I don't agree with it.
That's bullshit.
How do you solve it, though? Let's bring peace to the Middle East with our big
religion.
brains.
And religion.
And I agree. You do need to end religion.
What if that's impossible? What if we have a
Not
religious structure to our
possible.
brains?
Nah. With the amount of atheists in the world right now, I doubt that's how it has to work.
You know, we're in a situation here where the largest religion wants control of the world.
Sure.
And, you know, that's what they want. But, you know, you're facing, you know, 200 other religions that are fighting back and going, no. With the exception of a couple, like the Buddhist monks and stuff, they mind their business. They don't want to be involved. But, you know, all the other religions are fighting over who's right and who this, that, and the other, and it's all just bullshit.
Well, I think the religion of wokeness that's growing is the one that scares me the most. Oh, harmless is suiciding. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, I think I was gonna say something and I forgot. Shit. Yeah, I think the whole problem originates from the fact that people think they can force their beliefs on other people.
Yes.
But I don't think it's okay to just say to someone, yeah, you should be, I don't know, you should believe in God, you should believe in that, you should believe in that, because that's what I believe in, that's what's correct. No belief is 100% correct. You still force your belief in someone else.
Oh.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Now it's starting to get to a 2v1 because they realize that you are the higher
Oh,
power.
never mind.
Or do they?
Never mind. No
Or
problem.
do they?
Do they though?
This is so silly.
Yeah, you're mostly though. Now we're going for the second cap. No.
I think the religion of wokeness that's spreading is the one that scares me the most because of the presupposition that purity is possible. Right? I come from a time where I agree with you completely, Buck. I think racism is really, really stupid. And I come from a time where I saw that being less of an issue than it is now. So why is it a big problem now when it wasn't before? Right? What has changed? And I think
residual tensions is what is causing the problems now.
Yes.
Is because we're in a world
harmless is a bot, eh?
We're in a world of equality and acceptance.
Yep.
And now the people that have been suppressed or oppressed for so long are now kicking up a stink and wanting their due diligence. And you know, this is the problem. Say, you know, and I don't want to really go into it too much further, but you know, the blacks were oppressed for so long in America that they're finally turning around and going, hey, we're equal, so give us our due diligence of what you owe us because we're sick of it.
Yeah, and that's
I think,
that's justice. Ultimately, that's justice in the world, right? We need to treat everybody equally and fairly. We need to give everybody a decent minimum standard of living, so that everyone can, you know, focus on their human flourishing.
I think, yeah. Let me tell you how it is. So basically, your point is that you think that ultimately the reason for all that is good, the cause is good, but we can't really make everything perfect and pure and good.
I think purity as an aspiration is noble, and I think purity in actuality is genocide. So I think if you follow the logic to its ultimate extent, it gets very scary. So I feel a lot more confident standing up in front of any public and saying, I'm a flawed, imperfect man. You know, I am not pretending to be clean and pure and perfect, but so are you. And let's own that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this seems like a great contentious topic to end on, because you could go into this for hours and hours too. Buck, is there anything you want to say or you want to promote before we end?
Honestly, any streamers that do see this that aren't on Discord, get on Discord. There's hundreds of people.
Come on.
There's hundreds of people that are here to help improve your skills, to help you learn from, or even if you think that you're the best player out there, get out there and share your skills and your strategies and your tactics with the rest of us. You know, it's supportive of the community as a whole. You know, you can do no harm by sharing experience and your skills and abilities and stuff like that. And as a perk, you know, if you are somebody of note, then you come into the community like Drew did. He hit the nail on the head when he came in. You know, just was such a positive influence and all that sort of stuff. You may end up getting noticed by me, and I start going, hey, devs, let's reward these guys. And, you know, that is sort of probably like the highest achievement that you can receive, is getting invited to a dev game. Because it's not something that just happens. You know, they don't do it willy-nilly. They don't organize it themselves. They wait for the community to make note and say, this guy is worth, you know, being rewarded. And, you know, that's where you get those rewards.
Except no. I know. I'm sure that Pete will be invited to a dev game soon, because he's been so great in the community. So I'm saying it right now. It's either both of us in the dev game or none of us. I'm saying it right now.
I didn't say that.
Well,
I'll
tell you how the dev game works. You end up with a host, which ends up either being me or one of the staff. Predominantly, it's me. I don't want to be the only person that's doing it. I'd love to be able to get the staff involved and being able to organize and host some dev games as well. But there's a few rules that go. There has to be one general community member that comes in via code. There can be, depending on how many devs there are in the game, depends on how many invites that person who's being rewarded can invite of his friends, etc.
What I'm saying is,
you need to butter Pete up in order to get in his game on invite, because otherwise it's first come, first serve.
Yeah, Parlox my boy though.
So what I'm saying is, either you invite me and Pete at the same time as a group, or you invite none of us. It's not one of us. That's not how it's
Hey Parlox, you know when people do you a favor and then you start giving them rules? Maybe that's not the right approach.
Well, Parlox, I'll tell you this: those who ask for the dev game tend not to get the dev game.
I'm shocked. I'm honestly quite hurt.
I'm down. I'm always down to play. That's my story, guys. I want to play with you guys. I have a lot of fun. You guys are the best, man. I'm having so much fun with this community.
And that is the attitude that we need. This is what we like. But yes, I will tell you now, Pete, you are on the watch list.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, man. I try to be a nice guy around here.
So right in the watch list, Pete plus Parlox.
Your ego is showing.
Is that the way it is? Is that the way it is,
yeah.
Parlox? So you don't want a dev game of your own. You just want to share in Pete's glory.
Wait, am I on the watch list too?
I don't know. Have you got any significant stats?
There's a check mark next to your name.
Have you done any amazing or great things for the community? You're the one who can answer these questions. I'm not going to answer them for you.
Let's be honest. I'm incredibly popular, even more popular than
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna sign off now before this conversation goes off the rails. I just want to we'll chat a bit more. I just want to say to everyone watching, I really hope you enjoyed. I had a ton of fun. I hope you had a ton of fun, Buck, and thank you so much for coming on the show.
Oh man, it's a pleasure. I actually love everything you do, Pete.
Good, thank you, man.
You know, you've been another one of the very positive streamers out there. You know, it's unfortunately it's timing for you more than anything at the moment. Otherwise, you know, there would have definitely been a dev game in there.
Whatever. I'm down.
You know, I gotta make it suitable for time-wise for more than just, you know, one or two people. There's got to be time-wise for three or four people sometimes, depending on who people are inviting, etc. So it is one of those cases. Organizing these is a lot of hard work. It's a lot of back and forth. It's a lot of knowing everybody's schedules and being able to make it work. Yeah, we are in a situation where, you know, everybody else has to work, and you know there's timing and stuff like that. So, you know, but you are on the watch list. I do know roughly your schedules happen to be usually either this time, which is an early morning for you, or on the weekend. Now on the weekend, most of the devs want to go out and enjoy their lives and not work, because dev games are kind of work. But yeah.
I'm a flexible guy. I know how to play ball.
You know how to play ball?
So basically,
I'm gonna sign off now. If you all like what I'm doing on YouTube, please by all means subscribe and come along this journey with me. Thanks a lot again to Buck for coming on the show. I hope you all enjoyed, and until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.
Good games. See you guys.